Order online today at LidoPizza.com. And remember, Lido Pizza never cuts corners. LidoPizza.com.
Wawa hoagies are a winning pick for game day. Every hoagie is built to order with the ingredients you crave. Choose your favorite, like a toasty cheesesteak, meatball, or Italian. There's a hoagie for every mood and every appetite. Order ahead for pickup or delivery on the Wawa app. Planning for the game? Wawa Catering has you covered. Make your game day a winner with Wawa hoagies, snacks, and drinks. Order ahead at WawaCatering.com. Wawa is the official hoagie of the Baltimore Ravens.
Innovation is the key to a carbon-free future, and Constellation is leading the way. We're helping businesses reduce greenhouse gas emissions, reach sustainability goals, and support a healthier environment in our communities with customized solutions using emerging technologies. Together, we'll create a cleaner, brighter future for your business. Power on, America. Learn more at constellation.com/poweron.
The Maryland Mortgage Program is making home ownership affordable. We offer home loans with down payment assistance, student debt relief, and more. Visit mmp.maryland.gov to learn more.
It's time to get ready for kickoff on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for the Week 11 matchup between the Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Ravens at 7-3, the Steelers at 7-2. Ideal conditions, 50 degrees, no real wind or breeze to speak of, no rain, no snow in the forecast, beneath slightly overcast skies. You couldn't ask for better weather for this rivalry in November. Time for the keys to the game, brought to you by Coppin State University.
All right, first offense, protect Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is 1-3 versus Steelers as a starter with 20 sacks. Give Lamar Jackson time in the pocket. Defensively, keep all the receivers in front of you. Give up 0 big plays in the passing game. And lastly, as they stack the box to stop the run with Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson needs to take advantage of that down the field in the passing game.
There's your top three as the Ravens try to get win number 8 this afternoon. Hey, Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines Captain of the Game. You can win tickets to a 2024 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much, much more. It is the 57th regular season meeting between these two teams. Many of the names have changed, but not the intensity nor the stakes. First place on the line today for both the Ravens and the Steelers as the Steelers introduce their starting defense. T.J. Watt running onto the field. Rod, if you're going to win today for the Ravens, you have to stop T.J. Watt.
You better know where 90's at. Find 90. I would think he's going to be lined up over the young tackle in Rosengarten. Make sure you slide your protection, put a tight end over there, chip him a couple times, let him know it's going to be a long day to get to the quarterback.
Countdown to Kickoff is presented by Toyota. RAV4 is the official SUV of the Baltimore Ravens. Kickoff is next on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu.
Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED in my 12 years of practice. But now you can get world-class care for ED 100% online by going to HIMSS.com. So what are you waiting for?
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to HIMSS.com/joy.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies. including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens. And it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
It's no secret, today's diesel isn't as good as it should be. Diesel lacks lubricity. That can lead to fuel system failure, costing thousands in repairs. But you can prevent those issues with Hot Shot Secret products. Clean injectors, boost cetane, increase fuel economy while adding 4 times more lubricity than the leading competitor. Claims proven by real-world use and confirmed by third-party ASTM testing. Available nationwide at truck stops, farm and automotive stores, and online at hotshotsecret.com. Hot Shot Secret, powered by science.
We are set for the Week 11 matchup for first place in the AFC North. The Ravens and Steelers are on the field. And our referee today will be conducting the coin toss, and you will hear him on the mic, will be Clay Martin. He will welcome the captains out to midfield. Ravens are in their black helmets, white jerseys with purple numbers, black pants with no striping. Steelers are in their classic uniforms, black helmets, black jerseys with white numbers, gold pants with black striping. Captains starting to make their way out to the midfield Steeler logo. Only 2 captains for the Ravens, Malik Harrison and Nnamdi Madubuike. Patrick Queen, one of 5 captains for the Pittsburgh Steelers, including Russell Wilson, TJ Watt. Captains greet each other. And that will likely be the final civil greeting for the next 3 hours as they separate for the coin toss. Clay Martin on the mic. Let's listen in.
Good afternoon, captains. Welcome to Week 11 of our regular season. It's an honor for us to work for you today. Special salute to our military, as this is a salute to service game. Those both who are active and have served before, thank you. Turn your backs, please. Pittsburgh did win the toss, defers to the second half. Baltimore will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ravens Game Day Network.
WSBN Washington, ESPN 630, the sports capital, your DC home for the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens, UVA basketball, and UVA football.
Contrary to popular belief, sometimes, Rod, tails does fail.
That is true.
So the Ravens will have their offense on the field first. Let's set the starting lineup for the Ravens offensively today. Left tackle Ronnie Stanley. Left guard will be Pat McCary. Tyler Linderbaum, a second-year center. Daniel Fa'alele is the right guard, and the rookie Roger Rosengarten is at right tackle. Wide receivers for the Ravens, Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman. Tight end Mark Andrews. And it will be Pat Ricard and Derrick Henry in the backfield with Lamar Jackson. And the numbers for this offense are just staggering when you consider what they have achieved so far. Number 1 overall offense, number 3 passing, number 1 rushing. Ravens averaging more than 180 yards a game rushing the ball. Derrick Henry in Week 11 is averaging more than 6 yards a carry. This isn't Little League. This is the NFL. Week 11 averaging 6 yards a carry.
It's amazing, and you know they can throw the ball easier, but the rules haven't changed the tackling the football. And if you can rush for that, what they have, it is an amazing concept, an amazing feat.
And we are underway. Kick fielded at the 3-yard line, brought out by Keaton Mitchell across the 20, 25. It'll be stopped shy of the 30-yard line as he is taken down by Mark Robinson. So that brings Lamar Jackson and the offense on the field. Zay Flowers sprints out to set up in the huddle. Saw Zay Flowers in the gym again this morning. It's a weekly routine. Every game day, the first thing he does is hits the gym and does some arm work.
That is a different. I've never heard a player get up in the morning early and go into the weight room to get a little workout in.
Asked him how long he's been doing it. He said ever since he got to college. So it's just a routine he likes to follow. Lamar Jackson will start at the shotgun, puts Derrick Henry to his left. 3 receivers bunched to the right inside the numbers. Jackson hands it off. Henry running between the hash marks. Crosses the 30 out to the 32-yard line. He'll get 4 yards before Keanu Benton can bring him to the turf.
And it's going to be key that the Ravens can run the ball inside the tackles. They run outside the tackles 60% of the time, and they have had a lot of success doing that this year. But if they can get some success running the ball inside the tackles, that will help them in their offense throwing the ball down the field.
And, of course, right in the heart of that Steeler defense is former Ravens inside linebacker Patrick Queen. Lamar brings Zay Flowers in motion to the near side. Jackson takes the snap, hands it off to Henry, running outside the right guard, cuts it inside the numbers, fumbles the ball at the 40-yard line. Big pile at the 42. Officials converge, and the Steelers recover. Deshaun Elliott, a former Raven, comes up with a recovery. The fumble forced by Nick Herbig. And right out of the gate, the Steelers force a turnover and take possession.
Yeah, they were running an outside zone. Derrick Henry sees the hole up the middle. He cuts up. He does not see Elliott. He hits the ball's in the right arm. He hits the left arm, and the ball just pops out.
Derrick Henry, who went all last season without a fumble, costly turnover, and now the Steelers will have the ball at the Ravens 42 with 14:11 to play in the opening quarter.
Now this defense coming in after the turnover, they have to have a good first series to give themselves some confidence.
Najee Harris will be in the backfield. Russell Wilson sets under center. 1st and 10 Steelers at the Ravens 42. Wilson play fake, sets deep in the pocket, has time. Swing pass complete to Harris on the far sideline. Shoulders his way down to the 35-yard line. He'll get about 7 on the play.
Deep over route, crossing routes for the Steelers. Had to hit the check down. And that's what they have to do on the defensive side. They have to make sure Russell Wilson throw checks down, and they come up and they tackle the player in space on a consistent basis throughout this game.
Ben Skoranek goes in motion, sets to the right slot. Russell Wilson under center. They'll give it to Najee Harris, running between the hash marks, and Harris is taken down right at the 32-yard line, just about a couple of inches shy of the first down as Adafe Owe makes the stop. And check that. He's going to get a favorable spot, and that will be enough for a first down. It looked at first like Owe brought him down shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, it looked like the knee was down a little bit early, but they gave him the first down.
So Pittsburgh gets a fresh set of downs at the Ravens 31. Steelers moving from our left to right in the direction of the confluence. Russell Wilson in the shotgun. He wants to throw. Pass short and complete to the 28-yard line. Roquan Smith is right there to make the stop on George Pickens with his first reception of the day. A pickup of only about 3.
Yeah, Marlon Humphrey brought a little pressure from the right side of the defense. Got to have a little bit more patience. He showed the blitz early, so they got to slide the protection to his side.
Steelers offense has enjoyed a bit of a renaissance under Russell Wilson, averaging more than 30 points a game in his first 3 starts as a Steeler. Power I formation. Wilson under center. Tosses it to Harris, cuts back inside the gap. He's got room. He's to the 20-yard line, steps out of a couple of tackles and gets all the way to the Ravens 15. And that will be good for a Pittsburgh first down. That was a play design. It looked like Rob to sweep to the left, but he cut it back in.
Yeah, that was act like it was supposed to be a toss, and it was really coming back across a counter almost, and a nice big hole on the backside for the Steelers. The Ravens got to make sure they can slow that play down.
Kyle Hamilton makes the stop, but Pittsburgh finds itself in the Old Bay red zone on their first possession of the game. 11:38, opening quarter. Scoreless. 1st and 10 Steelers at the Ravens 16. Russell Wilson from the shotgun throws quickly outside the numbers. Finds Pickens, bounces off one tackler, and that is horse-collared out of bounds at the 13-yard line. No penalty flag. Kyle Hamilton with a stop, limiting the Steelers to a 2-yard gain.
Steelers, if they can limit them to a field goal opportunity, they've done a wonderful job on this drive.
I said horse collar. It was not an actual grab of the jersey or the shoulder pad, so that's why there was no flag on the play. They spot the ball just inside the Ravens 14. 2nd down and 8. Russell Wilson fakes the toss left, rolls to the right. He's being shouted by Kyle Van Noy and has to just chuck the ball out of bounds. Great play by Kyle Van Noy in forcing Russell Wilson to get rid of the ball.
He did a great job on the edge rush, not getting too far upfield. And he saw Russell Wilson come out on that little bootleg to the defensive left, made him pull up and throw the football.
And Van Noy didn't buy what Russell Wilson was selling on the pump fake. He didn't jump. Didn't leave his feet.
Never leave your feet when the quarterback does that little pump on the outside the pocket.
3rd down and 8. Ball is at the Ravens 14. Cordero Patterson out in the backfield. Wilson in the shotgun. 3 receivers bunched tight to the right. Wilson takes the snap. Pocket collapsing. Being chased by Kyle Van Noy. Has to throw back to the far side of the field. And there's nobody there. Pass rush pressure gets the job done. Adafe Owe and Kyle Van Noy force the Steelers kick team on and limit the Steelers to a field goal try.
Yeah, Kyle Van Noy, he made Russell pull up, and as soon as he pulled up, Owe was coming from the other side and made Russell Wilson throw that ball away.
So Chris Boswell will come on to attempt a 32-yard field goal try. Boswell 23 of 24 this season. A 32-yarder from the left hash mark. Boswell's kick is up, and it is good. 10:40 to play, opening quarter in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers striking first, and they lead 3-0 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Do you want to tackle COVID this season? Step up your game and ask your pharmacist about how a non-mRNA vaccine can help. Ravens Radio is brought to you in part by Novavax, your local vaccine company and a proud partner of the Baltimore Ravens. Crab cakes, football, and updated COVID vaccines. That's what Maryland does. This season, you have a choice. Visit ChooseNovavax.com to find a vaccine near you. That's ChooseNovavax.com.
For 20 years, the Ravens have chosen MedStar Health as their medical team, trusting us to provide winning care on and off the field. We're proud to be the team behind your team for every training camp, every game, and every playoff run, every time. So why do the Ravens and the flock trust MedStar Health? Because after 20 years together, there's nothing we can't tackle. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
Toyotathon is on, making now the perfect time to stop by your local Toyota dealer to check out all the great vehicles in Toyota's lineup, like the exciting new 25 Camry, stylish Corolla, or adventure-ready RAV4, all with great MPGs. Or hop in a rugged Tacoma or Tundra, ready for anything and everything you need to haul home for the holidays. Visit buyatoyota.com for local inventory, great deals, and more. But hurry, offers end December 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
DraftKings has the tools to help you play within your limits. Don't budge on your budget. With the options to set time limits and deposit limits, schedule time away from play, manage your payment methods, and keep track of your recent stats, you'll have all the tools to create a winning game plan. Because when it comes to betting, it's more fun when it's for fun. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit rg.draftkings.com for more info.
3-0 Steelers in front of the Ravens. 10:40 to play in the opening quarter. The Steelers field goal set up by a rare Derrick Henry fumble on the opening drive for the Ravens. So now Lamar Jackson and the offense have some catching up to do to quiet this crowd. Sellout crowd in Pittsburgh at Acrisure Stadium, as you would expect. Great atmosphere for this rivalry matchup. Game time temperature at 50 degrees. No wind, no precipitation. Rod, you don't say that often in Pittsburgh in November.
Not in November. It is great weather here, 50 degrees, little sun, little clouds. It's perfect.
Keaton Mitchell is deep along with Justice Hill. Waiting the Chris Boswell kick. Boswell's kick will be taken by Justice Hill at the goal line. Brings it across the 10 at the numbers of the 20. Gets a block at the 25, 30. And he's down there at the 30-yard line. So Lamar Jackson and the offense come back for their second possession. And the Ravens offense ranked number 1 in the NFL coming into today, looking for some explosive plays. Not expecting to see one of the first plays of this game to be a Derrick Henry fumble.
Yeah, now you got to overcome that turnover.
36th meeting between Ravens head coach John Harbaugh and Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin. Only Curly Lambeau and George Halas ever coached against each other more.
Iconic names.
Lamar Jackson wants to throw on first down. Swing pass to Justice Hill along the far sideline. Banged out of bounds by T.J. Watt after a short gain to the 31. But T.J. Watt is just so aggressive. He is everywhere. You expect him in the backfield. You don't necessarily expect him to make sideline tackles, but there he is.
He does a great job of putting his foot in the ground, getting back out. Just another long list of outside linebackers that play for the Steelers that's played at a high level.
Watt has missed 11 games in his career. The Steelers are 1-10 in those games. Second down and 9. Lamar Jackson inside handoff. Derrick Henry breaks a couple of tackles and stretches out to the 37-yard line, but a penalty flag follows him to the turf. Minkah Fitzpatrick on the tackle.
Holding. Offense number 79. 10-yard penalty. We play it down.
Ronnie Stanley picking up the penalty flag. So 2 possessions and 2 plays you just can't make on the road in this rivalry. A turnover and a penalty.
And the flag came out really late. It came after the tackle. Got his arms up really high on Hayward. That flag came out on him.
So instead of 3rd and short, the Ravens face 2nd and 19. Justice Hill in the backfield. Lamar in the shotgun. Hill comes in motion to the near side. Lamar swing pass goes to the back. He's got it at the 20. Gets a block 25, 30. And he'll be stopped there by Patrick Queen. Setting up a 3rd down and 10. Deshaun Elliott, Patrick Queen on the stop. Rod, you probably know better than anybody what Patrick Queen feels like here in the first quarter of his first game against his old teammates.
Oh, he has a lot of jitters. He wants to play well. Obviously, he wants to win. Man, but if Hill could have took that ball to the outside, I think he had more room to run on that last play.
Crowd is on its feet, waving the terrible towels. Lamar Jackson on 3rd down and 10 at the Ravens 30. Takes the snap. Deep drop, steps up. Now he escapes the pocket, running to the right, trying to extend. Fires deep down the far sideline. It sails incomplete. He was looking for Deontay Johnson. Dante Jackson had the coverage. Talk about an interesting intersection between 2 players. Dante Jackson, who had the coverage, was covering Deontay Johnson. Johnson was traded from the Steelers to Carolina in March for Dante Jackson.
A heck of a matchup.
And now Calvin Austin is deep, awaiting the first punt of the day from Jordan Stout. Austin stands back at the Steeler 25. Stout hits a booming punt. Austin lets that one bounce inside the 10, and it will roll into the end zone for a touchback. A 70-yard punt, net yards 50, and the Steelers will have the ball when we get back. 8:39 to play. First quarter in Pittsburgh, where the Steelers lead the Ravens 3-0 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Listen to ESPN 630, the sports capital, on your Amazon Alexa. Hey, Alexa, play ESPN 630 DC. We are ESPN 630 and ESPN630DC.com.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part, they accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
I've always gotten tons of UTIs. Cranberry products never worked for me, and I was desperate for a way to be proactive. I'm Jenna Ryan, CEO and founder of Eucora. We've worked with doctors to develop effective urinary tract health products. Eucora is helping over 100,000 women stay healthy. Ready to join them? Get 30% off at eucora.com/radio. That's UQORA.com/radio.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
When you're hiring, ZipRecruiter's technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. What if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
K equals 42.
And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When the whole world changed, Children International developed new ways to reach children and families in poverty during these vulnerable times.
I'm learning every day.
I'm healthy and strong.
To learn more, go to children.org/help today.
This afternoon's broadcast is brought to you by Novavax. Choose to help protect yourself and loved ones this fall season. 8:39 to play. First quarter in Pittsburgh. Steelers with the lead, 3-0. Steelers with the ball. They'll start to drive at their 20-yard line after the touchback on the Jordan Stout punt. Russell Wilson, who has had the Midas touch since stepping into the starting role for the Steelers, 3-0 as a starting quarterback in Pittsburgh, will start the drive with Najee Harris in the backfield. He'll give it to Harris running along the left hash mark, and he'll be stacked up as our Darius Washington comes in to make the stop from the safety position, along with Tavius Robinson.
Yeah, Darius Washington is getting the start at the safety position.
4-yard gain on first down, second down and 6. If you're just joining us, the Ravens fumbled the ball. Derrick Henry on the first possession set up a Steeler field goal. The Ravens unable to get a first down on their second possession. Russell Wilson fakes the toss right, throws left. George Pickens with the catch, but he is stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Brent Urban right there along with Ravens linebacker Roquan Smith and Odafe Owe. And that's the kind of group tackling we haven't seen as much from the Ravens as we expect. That's good to see.
And it was great reaction by Brent Urban, who put his foot in the ground and got out there to the receiver to make that tackle in the space.
Back after missing the last 2 games in concussion protocol. 3rd down and 6 for the Steelers. Ball is at the Pittsburgh 24. Jalen Warren in the backfield. Russell Wilson in the gun and some movement along the left side. Kyle Van Noy jumped into the neutral zone. And then the Steelers moved in response to that. This will likely go against the Ravens for 5 yards, unless Van Noy got back.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 53. 5 yards. It's still 3rd down.
But now instead of 3rd and 6, it's 3rd and 1, a completely different set of possibilities for the Steelers offense.
But if he comes back out of the neutral zone and then the offensive line moves after the fact, that shouldn't be a neutral zone infraction. He has to do it when he's in the neutral zone.
3rd down and 1. Russell Wilson in the gun as Jalen Warren to his right. Wilson wants to throw on 3rd down. Going down the far sideline. It is bobbled, batted in the air, and incomplete. Brandon Stevens had the coverage. The target was Calvin Austin, and the ball was just a touch underthrown, and Brandon Stevens was able to get a hand in there and break it up.
Yeah, it hit Austin in the shoulder pads, and Brandon Stevens had his hands in the eye, right, like blinded, taking the vision away from seeing the ball coming in tremendous job of fighting all the way to the ground and knocking the ball out.
So Tyler Wallace is deep.
Full start. Offense number 15. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Tyler Wallace, who had a game-breaking play 10 days ago against the Bengals, an 84-yard touchdown on a short reception with a long run. A year ago, a walk-off win as a punt returner against the Rams. He awaits the first punt of the day from the Steelers. And this one will bounce to the 40-yard line of Pittsburgh. It'll take a Steeler roll inside the 30 and trickle all the way down to the 25-yard line where the Steelers will down it. 6:48 to play. First quarter in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers 3. Ravens nothing on the Ravens Game Day Network.
When it's time to move the ball down the field, you need Fidelity Mechanical Services on your team. Fidelity is the Mid-Atlantic region's premier provider of high-performance design-build mechanical systems and energy-saving solutions. Their proactive world-class service groups are the winning play. Fidelity Mechanical Services has been dedicated to service excellence since 1945. That's why the region's leading businesses, developers, and property managers rely on Fidelity Mechanical Services to design, build, and maintain their high-performance building systems.
Attention Ravens fans, make a difference and discover your why with Shepherd Pratt. As a proud partner of the Baltimore Ravens and a national leader in mental health, we offer comprehensive services in 165 programs across 16 Maryland counties. Explore careers in our hospitals, schools, and community services. Enjoy medical and dental coverage benefits, retirement matching, sign-on bonuses, continuing education, tuition reimbursement, and career development. Visit shepherdpratt.org/ravens to learn more and apply today.
Bugs ruining your game day? Sounds like you need to call your friends at PMSI, the official pest control partner of the Baltimore Ravens. We're always defending your home turf from uninvited pests, including mosquitoes, bedbugs, mice, rats, termites, wildlife, and even mold. Call us today at 410-496-4154 for a free inspection, or visit our website at mypmsi.com.
Hey Ravens fans, feel that thirst for victory? Quench it with Baltimore's finest, a cold Guilford craft beer. Exciting news, Guilford Hall beer is now available in the Ravens Stadium. Our Baltimore Pilsner will be available at all kiosks, and make sure to bring your flock up to the brand new Gilly Nest Bar by Section 505 on game day for all the thirst-quenching Guilford offerings. And after the game, head to Maryland Yards, right across the street from Camden Yards, or visit our brewery and restaurant in Station North, just 2 blocks east of Penn Station. Cheers to victory.
6:48 to play in the opening quarter in Pittsburgh. Steelers lead the Ravens 3-0. Just a reminder, when the opponent misses a field goal, you get a free 6-piece McNuggets on the McDonald's app the next day. If an opponent misses another field goal, you get upgraded to a free 10-piece. No misses so far. The only points of this game, a Chris Boswell 32-yard field goal on the Steelers' opening possession. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens offense will start the drive at their 25-yard line, moving from our right to left in the direction of the closed end of the stadium. Power I formation, Ricard in front of Henry. Fake toss. Lamar Jackson wants to throw. He's got a man wide open. Isaiah Likely has it at the 45. Crosses midfield. Stiff arms a man. He's inside the 40. Dragged down all the way to the Steeler 33-yard line. DeMonte KZ made the tackle after the Ravens tight end got wide open, and Lamar Jackson dropped the ball right in his hands.
And that's what happens when you get in that 22 set. You got your multiple tight ends, or 13 set. You got your 3 tight ends, your 2 running backs. You play past that, Likely slips right through the front defenders into the secondary, and nobody was by him within 5 yards.
A 42-yard gain. The Ravens' first down with 6:06 to play in the opening quarter. Gives to Derrick Henry running off left tackle. He's surrounded by a group of Steelers and brought down at the 29-yard line. Preston Smith setting the edge for the Pittsburgh defense after a gain of 4.
And that's how you use that heavy look, those big tight ends and running backs against an aggressive, really good, fast defense like the Steelers.
Ball on the left hash mark, 2nd down and 7. Football length inside the Steelers' 30-yard line. Lamar in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking to the left, wants to throw. Great protection, lofts it near sideline, looking for his man just wide of the goal line. He had him open. The former Steeler, Deontay Johnson, had a step on the secondary, but Lamar let that ball sail, and Johnson could not pull it in.
He acted like he was running a flat route, kind of slowed down, then he took it up the sideline. If Lamar throws that ball 2 yards inbounds, that is a touchdown because he's 3 yards behind the defender.
Deontay Johnson playing in Pittsburgh against the Steelers for the first time in his career. Spent the first 5 years of his NFL career with the Steelers. 3rd down and 7 for the Ravens. Lamar drops the throw, fires to the far side, and it sails incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. Joey Porter Jr. had the coverage, and the Ravens will have to settle for a field goal try.
If he throws that ball to Keaton Mitchell, who went out on a swing route, no defender went out with him. It was one defensive back, one receiver. Keaton Mitchell would have ran into the end zone for a touchdown.
And so Justin Tucker will come on for a 47-yard field goal try from the left hash mark. Tucker this season, 15 of 19. A 47-yard attempt. Justin Tucker, kick on the way. It has the distance, and it is no good. He hooked it wide left. And with 5:10 to play in the opening quarter, our score remains Steelers 3, Ravens nothing on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Listen up, Baltimore. Paramount Plus is your home to stream every local NFL on CBS game all season long. And today, one of football's biggest rivalries is renewed as Lamar, King Henry, and the Ravens swarm into Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers in enemy territory. It's a pivotal game for playoff positioning and the AFC North standings, and you can stream every play from any device at home or on the go live on Paramount Plus. So sign up and sign in to Paramount Plus today and get ready for another must-see classic between the Ravens and Steelers with the NFL on CBS streaming live on Paramount Plus. Hey Ravens fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Ravens football games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Joe Fallon's bedroom mini fridge. Sure, this pint-sized chiller's max capacity is 3 soda cans, but what it lacks in stature, it makes up in cooling strength. Each beverage a perfect 37 degrees every time. And the 2 feet Joe walks to get a drink, priceless. That's why his mini fridge is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Sponsored by the Johns Hopkins Heart and Vascular Institute, providing a multidisciplinary approach to the research and treatment of cardiovascular disease. With locations across Maryland and the National Capital Region, accessing Johns Hopkins advanced and comprehensive cardiac services has never been more convenient. Find a cardiologist or cardiac surgeon near you by visiting hopkinsmedicine.org/heart today.
An afternoon starting with miscues and misses. A Derrick Henry fumble and now a Justin Tucker missed 47-yard field goal try. And our score remains Steelers 3, Ravens nothing with 5:10 to play in the opening quarter. Time for our Goal Vision view from the booth. Rod, what are you seeing with Justin Tucker this season?
You know, it's like that golfing analogy. When those golfers just don't have that swing, don't have that confidence, the swing plane is wrong. It's all mental. And I think right now with Justin Tucker, it's all mental. He still has the leg strength. It just has that wrong swing plane.
Russell Wilson will start the drive in the shotgun. Jalen Warren to his right. Wilson takes the snap, wants to throw, complete to Warren out of the backfield, spins out a one hit, and that is driven out of bounds at the 39-yard line after a gain of about 2. Roquan Smith with a big hit by the Ravens.
But that's great reaction by Washington coming out of his coverage, making that initial hit to slow him down, then Roquan Smith coming over to clean it up.
Darius Washington getting the start of the safety position. Kyle Hamilton is in the deep middle part of the field. Ravens going with only 2 safeties. Jalen Warren will get the carry, slams his way across the 45-yard line to the 46. And that'll set up a 3rd down and 1. Marlon Humphrey making the stop for the Ravens, but not before the Steelers get big yardage on the ground game.
Yeah, that's where you don't want your corners to making the tackles inside of the guard box on a consistent basis.
Interesting defensive adjustments personnel-wise. Typically you see 3 safeties, but we don't see Marcus Williams out there today. It's Kyle Hamilton and Darius Washington. 3rd and 1. Russell Wilson, keeper, and I don't know if he got it.
I don't know if he got it either. It depends on which spot of which ref did they take. Because the one that came from the right side is a little shorter than the one that came from the left side.
The line judge on the near side, the down judge on the far side, they spot the ball, and the initial spot is short of the first down. It sets up 4th down and inches for the Steelers.
And now you cannot jump offside. You cannot listen to Russell Wilson's cadence. You got to watch the ball if you're the defensive front.
Steelers bringing a 6th offensive lineman. It is 4th down and inches. The ball is at the Pittsburgh 46. Najee Harris in the backfield. Russell Wilson under center. Wilson gives it to Najee Harris. Stacked up and stop. He didn't get it.
He did
the
not
Ravens
get it.
Stop
He's
him on
short.
4th down and 1. Great penetration from the right side of the Ravens defense, and the Ravens will take over on downs.
He lost a yard on that one. Outstanding job by the Ravens defense.
One of the biggest plays of the season by the Ravens defense as they hand the ball back to Lamar Jackson when we get back to Pittsburgh. 3:07 to play. First quarter in Pittsburgh. Steelers 3, Ravens nothing on the Ravens Game Day Network.
When you have sports mixed with your pop culture, along with humor and celebrity interviews, your earbuds are enjoying The Rich Eisen Show. The NFL's Dan Campbell, head coach of the Detroit Lions.
You got a good Parcells story, Dan Campbell? Man, I got a million Parcells stories. I'm going to be a starter. I'm going to go to Dallas and start. Bill tells me straight up, I'm just telling you right now, he goes, we really like you. Man, you fit here, but you're a backup. I was so heated. You know what? Yeah, I will come here and sign as a backup just to prove you wrong. It's like a mind trick.
Search for The Rich Eisen Show on YouTube or wherever you listen.
More than 45,000 flights and 2.9 million passengers move through the national airspace system each day. And every day, aviation safety professionals represented by the National Air Traffic Controllers Association are on the job, keeping travelers safe. From taxiways to takeoff, en route to landing, NATCA members put safety first. They are the caretakers of the skies, guiding both passenger and cargo air traffic to their destinations safely and efficiently. The National Air Traffic Controllers Association, NATCA, we guide you home.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2794. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-2794. That's 800-575-2794. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
When you're high, you feel different. But if you feel different, you drive different. So don't drive high. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The Ravens defense with a huge 4th down stop. 4th and 1, they stop Najee Harris, and now the Ravens offense takes possession 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 46. Rod, this is one of those potential swings in the game where the Ravens have to seize this moment to climb back in.
They did great opportunity for this offense. The defense did their job. The offense needs to come out here on a short field and get the ball into the end zone.
Lamar Jackson will have Justice Hill with him in the backfield. Lamar sets in the gun. 3 receivers to the left. Jackson takes the snap, looking over the middle. Pumps once, hit. Now he has to throw the ball incomplete because he had Nick Herbig wrapped around his legs. And in order to avoid the sack, he had to get rid of the ball. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, trying to take a shot down the field. The coverage for the Steelers did a good job, and then the rush got to him.
Nick Herbig coming over top of Ronnie Stanley on that play. Herbig getting the snaps in place of the injured Alex Highsmith for Pittsburgh. 2nd and 10, Lamar in the gun. He'll keep it on the read option. He's got room to run. He's inside the 35. He's to the 32-yard line. He's got a first down on a 14-yard gain, and Lamar moves the chains before DeMonte KZ can bring him down. He had a huge hole because of the Derrick Henry factor.
The Derrick Henry factor, and they went away from TJ, right? So they ran that option opposite of TJ Watt.
Henry stays in the backfield. Lamar takes the snap. He wants to throw, steps up in the pocket, lofts the ball inside the 20-yard line, incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah Likely at the 15. He got tangled up with Deshaun Elliott, but no flag on the play.
I mean, Elliott did look like he grabbed him going down. He did grab him down the field. He grabbed the backside of his waist and pulled him down.
2nd down and 10 for the Ravens. 2:31 to play in the opening quarter. 2 heavyweights feeling each other out. And the Ravens with their best opportunity of this game. Ball is at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Ravens moving from our right to left. Lamar spreads 3 receivers out to the left, takes the snap, pumps once. Now he throws the check down pass. Justice Hill drilled right at the line of scrimmage by Patrick Queen.
Yeah, they try to run what we call F-angle. And when you pump it and then bring it back in, then still throw it again back inside, that gives everybody an opportunity to adjust to where you're throwing the ball to.
Crowd back up on its feet. The Ravens lose a yard on the play, so they face a 3rd and 11 at the Steelers' 32. Aguilar, Bateman split to the left. Zay Flowers to the right. Justice Hill in the backfield. Lamar takes the snap in the shotgun, drops the throw. Drifting up, sets his feet. His pass is deflected and falls incomplete. He had great pass protection, but when he finally threw the ball, Dean Lowry got a hand on it. And that will force the Ravens kick team back on as Justin Tucker will be trying a 50-yard field goal try. And Tucker has struggled mightily from beyond 50 this season. He is only 2 for 5. He missed earlier in the quarter from 47. Nick Moore with the snap. Jordan Stout with a hold. Tucker from 50. Kick on the way. It is no good. He hooked it wide left. And the Ravens come up empty on a 2nd straight possession on a missed field goal.
Oh. He's just pulling it across his body. And when you do that, it's hard to make the field goals down the field.
Now, look, there have been plenty of Sundays where the wind has swirled around the stadium, but the flags are hanging limp atop the goalpost. Wind is not a factor today in Pittsburgh, but missed field goals are.
Missed field goals, not taking advantage of the opportunity given to you. The offense had a short field and only moved the ball about 15 yards.
Cordero Patterson in the backfield. Russell Wilson under center. He'll give it to Patterson, who's going to be wrapped up and dropped. Tavius Robinson making penetration into the backfield. And he'll drop the Steelers running back for a loss of 1.
Outstanding play by Tavius Robinson. Now he has 17 total tackles, finding his own in the National Football League.
He has really made the next step in his career, and this is his 2nd year in the NFL. Ball is at the Pittsburgh 40. Steelers moving from our left to right. Russell Wilson wants to throw under pressure. He is sacked back inside the 30-yard line. That's a Dafe Owe coming up with the sack. It will be his 5th and a half sack this season, and he puts the Steelers into a 3rd and 20.
Yeah, that's what you need from Odafe. Get after the quarterback. And for the Steelers, they've given up 7 sacks in 2 games. Now that's 8 sacks in the last 3 games.
And that is a first sack for Science, powered by Constellation. Russell Wilson has Jalen Warren in the backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right on 3rd and 20. Ravens with a 4-man front, 2 deep safeties. Wilson rolls to his left. Under pressure, runs to his right. Kyle Van Noy tracking him. Russell Wilson has to slide down at the 30-yard line as he is taken to the turf by Odafe Owe.
That's great coverage on the back end. Russell Wilson could not find an open receiver. He tried to find his way back to the other side of the field, but they still plastered their receivers down the field and finally got that quarterback down, Russell Wilson.
And on a day where the Ravens brought the number 1 ranked offense in the NFL into Pittsburgh, this game is going back to his roots. This game is all about defense today.
That's where it started. That's where it's at.
And it brings us to the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's Pittsburgh 3, the Ravens nothing on the Ravens Game Day Network.
BetMGM is the sportsbook born in Vegas, and they're all in on making this pro football season special for Ravens fans. They've got same-game parlays, live bets, MGM reward points, exclusive offers, and so much more on the app. There are just some football feelings you can only get with BetMGM, official sports betting partner of the Baltimore Ravens. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager. Maryland only. Please play responsibly. For help, visit mdgamblinghelp.org or call 1-800-GAMBLER. In partnership with MGM National Harbor.
At Leidos, a brilliant mind is smart, but a brilliant team is smarter. A ship that finds enemy subs is smart, but an autonomous fleet, that's smarter. Defending against cyber attacks? Smart. Stopping attacks before they start? Smarter. And using AI tools is smart, but integrating trusted mission AI into your technology is smarter. We're not just making technology solutions in national security and health. We're making smart smarter. Leidos.
Hey Ravens fans, Paramount Plus is once again your home to stream the NFL on CBS all season long. That means you can catch MVP Lamar Jackson, new weapon Derrick Henry, and the rest of the Ravens from your smart TV, tablet, phone, or any device. And all you need is a Paramount Plus account. Paramount Plus streams your live local NFL on CBS game across the league every Sunday all the way through the AFC Championship game. So sign up and sign in to Paramount Plus today and get ready for another thrilling season of Ravens football with the NFL on CBS, streaming live on Paramount Plus.
Bugs ruining your game day? Sounds like you need to call your friends at PMSI, the official pest control partner of the Baltimore Ravens. We're always defending your home turf from uninvited pests, including mosquitoes, bed bugs, mice, rats, termites, wildlife, and even mold. Call us today at 410-496-4154 for a free inspection, or visit our website at mypmsi.com.
Start of the second quarter in Pittsburgh with the Steelers in front 3-0. The Ravens will get the ball back after the defense comes up with a sack and a pressure on Russell Wilson. And in a game of inches, the difference today right now is a foot, the right foot of Justin Tucker, missing 2 field goal tries in the opening quarter, 1 from 47, 1 from 50. Corliss Waitman, the left-footed punter, kicking to Tylan Wallace, hits a low wobbler. Wallace will settle under it at the 16. He runs to his left, cuts inside the numbers at the 20, gets to the 30, and a late penalty flag thrown after the James Pierre tackle. And this is likely a holding on the Ravens.
Yeah, I dislike where players get tackled or get held. They get up, the flag is thrown after the tackle. If you see the holding, why it's going on, throw the flag. Don't wait until 3 seconds later.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 28. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's first down.
Penalties just make life so much harder on the road because it's a 10-yard penalty, but instead of starting the drive at the Ravens' 30-yard line, they'll start it back at their own, it's like 16. So it's a 14-yard penalty if you think about it.
Yeah, and they came into the game having the most penalties in the National Football League.
Ravens will start in the power I formation. Lamar under center. Pat Ricard the up back. Derrick Henry the deep back. Zay Flowers goes in motion. Quick toss. Henry running inside the numbers. Sheds one tackle, but won't get far. Gets maybe a yard. It'll set up a second. No, they'll say he got about 3 yards, surprisingly.
Yeah,
That's Derrick Henry. Any other mortal gets 1 yard. Derrick Henry is so strong. He gets 3 yards on what should have been a 1 yard gain.
And you have this defense for the Steelers who is a fast-flowing defense. They're going to get to the football. So what do you do against a fast-flowing defense? You run screens, you run some counters, you run some bootlegs to try to take advantage of that.
Sets up a 2nd down and 7. Lamar steps back into the shotgun. Steelers showing blitz. Here comes the blitz. Lamar wants to throw. Fires over the middle. Complete. Zay Flowers has it. 25. Far side of the field. 30. 40. And he slides down at the 42-yard line. And the Ravens pick up some good yardage. Get a 1st down. And the offense has a little positive momentum after the Peyton Wilson tackle.
Yeah, Zay Flowers did a great job of going over top of Patrick Queen across the field. Good protection for Lamar Jackson. And he throws a strike to Zay Flowers.
And the offensive line did a great job picking up blitz pressure and giving Lamar time to throw. 1st and 10 Ravens. Ball is at their 43, moving from our left to right. Shadows now moving across the field. Lamar, inside handoff. Justice Hill works his way forward for about a gain of 3. He'll get out to the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 7 coming up.
Yeah, they're going to have opportunity to make some plays in the passing game. The one thing that you're going to have to do, and we said that at the very beginning, you have to give Lamar time to throw the ball down the field.
It's the physicality we have come to expect from this rivalry. The mistakes are what are hurting the Ravens right now. A couple of key penalties and 2 missed field goals. 2nd down and 7. Justice Hill in the backfield. Lamar in the gun. Steelers with a 4-man front. They bring blitz pressure. Lamar's pass incomplete. He wanted Zay Flowers on the slant, but Joey Porter broke it up. And the Ravens now face a 3rd and 7. Joey Porter Jr. had that one diagnosed in red. And Lamar could not squeeze the ball in to Zay Flowers. Lamar Jackson came into today with a quarterback rating of 123.2. And flags fly on that 3rd down.
Illegal shift?
Illegal shift. Offense number 7. He never set prior to the snap. Penalties declined. It's 4th down.
So that 3rd down play was a complete disaster. The ball was broken up immediately. And it looked like half the Ravens thought the play had been whistled dead. There was some confusion on that play as Lamar's pass was knocked down by Cam Hayward.
Yeah, the one thing that the Steelers have done well, they're getting their hands up around the line of scrimmage, so they're knocking a couple balls down from Lamar Jackson.
Calvin Austin is deep. Awaiting the Jordan Stout punt. Calvin Austin stands with his heels at the Steeler 10-yard line. Stout hits a high end-over-end punt. Austin signals fair catch, and he makes it at the Steeler 15. 12:31 to play in the opening half. Steelers 3, Ravens nothing on the Ravens Game Day Network.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close, but watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
Innovation is the key to a carbon-free future, and Constellation is leading the way. We're helping businesses reduce greenhouse gas emissions, reach sustainability goals, and support a healthier environment in our communities with customized solutions using emerging technologies. Together, we'll create a cleaner, brighter future for your business. Power on, America. Learn more at constellation.com/poweron.
Toyota Thon is on, making now the perfect time to stop by your local Toyota dealer to check out all the great vehicles in Toyota's lineup, like the exciting new 25 Camry, stylish Corolla, or adventure-ready RAV4, all with great MPGs. Or hop in a rugged Tacoma or Tundra, ready for anything and everything you need to haul home for the holidays. Visit buyatoyota.com for local inventory, great deals, and more. But hurry, offers end December 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Ravens flock, we've got a deal that will make you flock to your nearest McDonald's. If our opponent misses a field goal during any home or away game, then you get a free-piece Chicken McNuggets with minimum $1 purchase the next day on the McDonald's app. And if our opponent misses 2 field goals, you'll be upgraded to a free 10-piece. What's good for the Ravens is good for the flock. Download the McDonald's app to redeem this deal. And that's not all. Earn free food when you order through the app. Offer valid at participating McDonald's. Valid 1 time per day. Visit McDonald's app for details.
12:31 to play. Opening half. Steelers 3, Ravens nothing. The Steelers have gained only 31 yards so far in this game. The Ravens have 106 yards, but 2 missed field goals. And as is the nature of this rivalry, the last 8 games in a row decided by 1 score or less. It is a 1-score margin at the moment, a field goal difference. The Steelers hit their 1 attempt. The Ravens have missed their 2. Pittsburgh will start the drive at its 16-yard line with Najee Harris in the backfield. Russell Wilson under center. Connor Hayward, the tight end, is the up back in the eye. Toss goes to Harris, running along the left hash mark. He has nowhere to go. Trenton Simpson leading the charge of multiple Ravens, stopping Najee Harris for no gain.
Yeah, they tried to run that same toss counter that they had a lot of success or had success with in the first quarter. That time, the Ravens defense was ready for it.
Steelers will change tempo and go no huddle as Russell Wilson brings the Steelers to the line. Najee Harris alone in the backfield. 4-man front for the Ravens defense. Off the play fake, Russell Wilson. Throw back to Najee Harris outside the numbers. He's got room. He's to the 20. Cuts inside the numbers of the 30, 35. Tries to hurdle a man and gets planted by Kyle Hamilton, but not until he gets a 20-yard gain and a Steelers first down.
Yeah, you got to get out there. When they run those screen plays, everybody got to put their foot in the ground. And you got a gang tackle. That time, Najee Harris made a couple guys miss in space.
Najee Harris at the end of the play tried to hurdle Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton's 6'5". You're not going to hurdle a guy who's 6'5". First and 10 Steelers at the Pittsburgh 35. Off the play fake, Russell Wilson rolling right, gets around the edge, fires a sliding receiver incomplete at midfield. He wanted George Pickens, but Russell Wilson with a play fake got around the edge on Kyle Hamilton, but Hamilton was closing in, and Wilson had to throw off target.
Yeah, Kyle Hamilton was coming in. He just went too flat, so he let Russell Wilson get outside on the boot, but we know Kyle Hamilton can close that gap real quick on any quarterback, and he did so. Made that ball a little bit too low.
Second down and 10 for the Steelers. From the Pittsburgh 36, moving from our right to left. Russell Wilson in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Najee Harris goes in motion to the right. Wilson wants to throw. Pass complete near side. Pat Freiermuth, the tight end. And he gets it out to the 45-yard line. It'll be just shy of a first down. Brandon Stevens makes the tackle and sets up a 3rd down and inches for the Steelers.
Tight ends running a little out route should never catch the ball on a corner in the National Football League. And I say that with respect to the talent of tight ends in the league. But as a corner, you should in your mind think, you're just not fast enough to get on top of me, and I'm going to play tight coverage against you.
3rd down and less than 1 for the Steelers. Russell Wilson empties the backfield. Spreads 2 receivers out either side. Wilson takes the snap. Quick release. Nope. Pumps once. Now he's got a spin in the pocket. Resets his feet. Fires across the middle. Complete to George Pickens across midfield. Sidesteps a couple of tackles before he is taken to the turf at the Ravens' 47-yard line. And now we've got a big brawl down at the 35-yard line. There have to be a dozen players involved in this skirmish.
And no flags.
Before referee Clay Martin comes in and separates Ravens and Steelers players who were mixing it up. And now a second follow-up brawl begins to spark. And again, Clay Martin has to step in.
And again, no flags.
Clay Martin busier than the referee in the Mike Tyson fight earlier this week. We may have seen more shots landed here in Pittsburgh than they saw in Dallas.
Yes, we did. Had no flags.
I mean, I'm not sure if you're going to throw flags, you're going to throw offsetting flags.
Oh, absolutely. You will be, but you're going to try to settle everybody down by throwing the flags.
Steelers move the chains on the George Pickens reception. They have it 1st and 10 at the Ravens 47. Now Najee Harris in the backfield. Russell Wilson operating under center on 1st down. Gives it to Harris off left tackle. He's got a gap across the 40. Spins it at the 36. Gets down to the 35-yard line where Kyle Hamilton brings him down.
It's
after
going
a
again. They're
12-yard
fighting
run.
again.
And a flag thrown this time as there was more pushing and shoving back at midfield.
So we had Broderick Jones, and it looked like Marlon Humphreys.
Well, let's see what this does to the 12-yard run by the Steelers. If it's offsetting penalties, it's a redo for the play.
After the play was over, we have unsportsmanlike conduct. Pittsburgh number 77 and Baltimore number 24. Those penalties offset at the dead ball spot.
That's Bo Braid, the rookie safety out of Maryland.
Well, it was 24. I thought it was Marlon. Like I saw
it was Marlon Humphrey. I was going to say.
First, unsportsmanlike towards disqualification. A second such act will result in a disqualification.
So the 1st down stands on the run. When he said 24, I thought Bo Braid is a special team rookie out of Maryland who hasn't played at safety yet this season. It seemed odd on his first play he'd get a penalty. Clay Martin correcting himself. It was Marlon Humphrey. So Marlon is out of demerits. The next time's an ejection.
He has to make sure he does not get ejected. They need Marlon Humphreys.
9:40 to play first half. Steelers have it 1st and 10 at the Ravens 36. Pittsburgh up 3-0. Najee Harris in the backfield alone. Russell Wilson under center. 2 receivers stacked to the right. Ben Skoranek comes in motion to the left to give us a Najee Harris running along the right hash mark. He is tripped up and taken down. Roquan Smith makes the stop after a gain of about 3. We pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Ravens Game Day Network.
WSBN Washington, ESPN 630, the sports capital, your DC home for the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens, UVA basketball, and UVA football.
They'll mark it as a gain of 2. Russell Wilson to throw on 2nd down and 8. Has time, pumps once, throws near sideline, complete. Short gain of about 3 as Ben Skoranek comes up with his first catch of the day. Marlon Humphrey takes him out of bounds immediately at the, they're going to spot him at the 30-yard line, and that'll set up a 3rd down and 4 for Pittsburgh with 8:45 left in the half.
Yeah, he definitely wanted to throw that ball to George Pickens running a 7-cut and came back to Ben Skoranek running a flat route.
3rd down and 4. Russell Wilson steps back into the shotgun as Jalen Warren to his left. 3 receivers spread to the right. Calvin Austin split to the left. Russell Wilson under pressure and is sacked. Adafe Owe puts him to the turf back at the 34-yard line. A huge play by the Ravens edge rusher.
Oh, he got around Broderick Jones so fast. I mean, as soon as he put his foot in the ground, he was getting sacked.
2nd sack of the afternoon for Adafe Owe, and that will bring on Chris Boswell for a 52-yard field goal try. Boswell 6 of 7 beyond 50 this year. A 52-yard field goal attempt for Chris Boswell. Kick on the way. It is tracking down the middle, and it is good. 7:39 to play. First half in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers 6. The Ravens nothing on the Ravens Game Day Network.
For all your glass, mirror, and shower door needs, visit DullasGlass.com. Dullas Glass. Love your glass.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-333-1750. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-333-1750. That's 800-333-1750 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-333-1750. 800-333-1750.
Choosing the right candidates for any office can be difficult.
My office has lots of drama.
I share my office. But no matter what kind of office you have, if you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology finds the most qualified candidates for your roles fast. So, for any kind of office.
I'm really going places in my office.
Count on ZipRecruiter to find the right candidates for it. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm Jodan Rooney from Rascal Flatts, and I absolutely love being a part of this band. It's an honor and really a lot of fun. Sometimes, though, you can feel the pressure to perform night after night. It can get stressful. Thankfully, I know my bandmates will look out for me, and I'll look out for them. When you see a friend feeling the effects of stress, let them know you're there for them. Sometimes that's all they need. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
6-0 Steelers in front of the Ravens. 7:39 to play in the opening half. The difference in this game, 2 made Chris Boswell field goals, 2 missed field goal attempts by Justin Tucker. Boswell hit from 32 and 52. Tucker missed from 47 and 50. And now Keaton Mitchell and Justice Hill are deep. Referee Clay Martin has had a busy afternoon separating fighting players. He just went to the Ravens sideline to talk to John Harbaugh. He's already warned Marlon Humphrey, 1 more and you're ejected. As we went to commercial break, there was another fight that started to break out that Clay Martin had to quell.
And if I'm the special team coach, Chris Morton, I'm running return opposite.
Well, no return here.
Not on that one.
As that one sails out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Lamar Jackson and the offense have the ball at the 30-yard line. They've had some plays, but they've had more missed opportunities and penalties than anything so far for the Ravens on offense. I was saying, Lamar's season quarterback rating is number 1 in the NFL, 123.2. His career quarterback rating against the Steelers is half of that, 66. And his quarterback rating today is 52.4. There's just something about playing in Pittsburgh that does not agree with Lamar, at least not yet. He'll start this drive under center. Derrick Henry alone in the backfield. Zay Flowers goes in motion. Gives to Henry, left side, stiff arms one man, gets outside the numbers. A flag is down as Henry gets out to the 35-yard line.
Oh, my gosh. That was so late.
And it'll be holding on the Ravens. That'll be their 4th penalty of the opening half.
Holding. Offense number 65. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
This is like a repeat offender every week. We hear the same calls. I mean, now they came into the game at 80 penalties. Now they have 84 penalties on the season.
Which makes it all the harder to score when you start to drive 1st and 20 with only 7.5 minutes left in the opening half.
Absolutely.
Lamar Jackson drops the throw. Has time. Fires it near side. Complete to Mark Andrews, who's wrestled out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Good coverage on the play by Minkah Fitzpatrick. But Lamar with a nice touch pass will pick up about 13 yards, sets up a 2nd down and 7. as we approach the 7-minute mark left in the opening half, with the Ravens trailing 7-0.
And a really good route by Mark
6-0
Andrews.
rather. And they spot the ball. It is 2nd and 6. Power I formation. Ricard in front of Henry. Tyron Wallace goes in motion. Toss to Henry, but a whistle prior to the snap. And another flag flies for a false start.
False start. Offense number 15. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Nelson Aguilar arguing his case to no avail. Well, points obviously at a premium today, with the Ravens yet to get on the scoreboard. 6:46 left in the opening half. The last time the Ravens were shut out at halftime, you've got to go back to 2017 when the Steelers shut them out in the first half 121 games ago.
Yeah, Nelson Aguilar was saying that the Preston Smith jumped, and that's the reason he jumped.
Oh, it's back to 2nd and 11. Zay Flowers comes in motion. Lamar takes the snap in the shotgun. Steelers rush 4. Lamar throws down the seam. It sails way too far for Mark Andrews. Incomplete. Dante Jackson had the coverage, and the Ravens looking at a 3rd and 11. I'm not sure if Lamar was expecting Mark Andrews to run a little different route, or if he simply just led him too far.
Led him a little too far, but if he would have went to the right side where Zay Flowers running a dig route, there was nobody in between Zay Flowers and Lamar Jackson within 5 yards.
Steeler fans back on their feet, waving the terrible towel. Ravens are looking at a 3rd and 11 from their 29. Lamar in the shotgun. Sends Zay Flowers in motion. Takes the snap. Lamar drifting to his right, trying to extend. Pocket collapsing. He escapes to his left, throws to the far sideline, and it sails high and incomplete. He had Zay Flowers open.
Yeah, he didn't even, that's just a high, overly high throw with Lamar Jackson, which you don't see that too often.
And Ravens rookie right tackle Roger Rosengarten in tremendous pain as he hobbles toward the sideline. We'll keep an eye on that. As Jordan Stout comes on to punt the ball to Calvin Austin. Austin stands back at the Steeler 25. Stout. It's a high punt. Austin settles under it at the 23. Comes to his left at the 30 and is run out of bounds there. 6:09 to play. First half in Pittsburgh. The Steelers lead it 6-0 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
How close can you get with Verizon Access? Front row close. Red carpet close. Backstage passes close. Playing quarterback for your favorite NFL team close. Okay, not that close, but watching from the sidelines close? You bet. Get into the experiences you love, like concerts, games, and exclusive pre-sales just for being a Verizon customer. Verizon Access. You're in. Learn more at verizon.com/access.
Toyotathon is on, making now the perfect time to stop by your local Toyota dealer to check out all the great vehicles in Toyota's lineup, like the exciting new 25 Camry, stylish Corolla, or adventure-ready RAV4, all with great MPGs. Or hop in a rugged Tacoma or Tundra, ready for anything and everything you need to haul home for the holidays. Visit buyatoyota.com for local inventory, great deals, and more. But hurry, offers end December 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
Attention Ravens fans, make a difference and discover your why with Shepherd Pratt. As a proud partner of the Baltimore Ravens and a national leader in mental health, we offer comprehensive services in 165 programs across 16 Maryland counties. Explore careers in our hospitals, schools, and community services. Enjoy medical and dental coverage benefits, retirement matching, sign-on bonuses, continuing education, tuition reimbursement, and career development. Visit shepherdpratt.org/ravens to learn more and apply today.
Wawa hoagies are a winning pick for game day. Every hoagie is built to order with the ingredients you crave. Choose your favorite, like a toasty cheesesteak, meatball, or Italian. There's a hoagie for every mood and every appetite. Order ahead for pickup or delivery on the Wawa app. Planning for the game? Wawa Catering has you covered. Make your game day a winner with Wawa hoagies, snacks, and drinks. Order ahead at wawacatering.com. Wawa is the official hoagie of the Baltimore Ravens.
6:09 to play. First half in Pittsburgh. Jerry Sandusky, Hall of Famer Rod Woodson with you in this Week 11 clash of rivals. Steelers up 6-0. Ravens offense just has not been able to get on track. The special teams not on track. Justin Tucker, a pair of missed field goals. Lamar Jackson, 5 of 15 passing for 79 yards. Derrick Henry, 4 carries for 14 yards. And the Steelers aren't rolling up big numbers either, Rod.
No.
Ravens defense has limited Pittsburgh to 81 yards total offense.
Both teams are struggling on third down. I mean, the Ravens are 0-5 and the Steelers are 1-6.
Najee Harris in the backfield. Russell Wilson fakes the handoff to Harris, drops to throw under pressure, and buried back at the 20-yard line. It was Broderick Washington roaring up the middle as the Ravens dropped the Steelers quarterback for a third time in the opening half.
They've done a great job of one thing. They've getting after Russell Wilson, making him very uncomfortable in the pocket, trying to throw the football down the field.
A third sack for Science, powered by Constellation. A loss of 10 for Pittsburgh, 2nd and 20. Russell Wilson again in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Quick release, and it's dropped by Najee Harris at the 25-yard line. He had turned to run before he caught the ball, and now the Ravens have the Steelers in a 3rd and 20. You get a stop here with 5.5 minutes to play in the half, and you get the ball back to Lamar Jackson in the offense with plenty of time and all 3 timeouts.
Yeah,
Jalen Warren in the backfield. Russell Wilson in the gun on 3rd down and 20. Wilson takes the snap. Quick release. Complete to George Pickens at the 30. And he's buried right there. Good coverage on the play by our Darius Washington and Brandon Stevens. But a Ravens player is shaken up at the end of that play. It looked like some friendly fire. And the injured player is Travis Jones.
Oh, you cannot afford Travis Jones to go down. Michael Pierce is already on IR.
Jones is up and walking, but limping badly, favoring his left leg. We'll get an injury update on his status. That's a young man who is really starting to come into his own in his 3rd NFL career. And he'll be taken right to the blue injury tent. As the punt team comes on for Pittsburgh, and Tylan Wallace is deep, awaiting the Corliss Waitman punt. Waitman drives the ball down to the 16-yard line. It'll bounce at the 10, into the 5, into the end zone for a touchback. Good sales job by Tylan Wallace. Everybody believed he was going to get under the ball and catch it. Instead, the Ravens will have better field position at the 20-yard line. 5:07 to play, first half. Steelers up 6-0. This is a game that's been every bit as physical as you expect in this rivalry. The Ravens offense just has not been able to get anything going. The Ravens defense has been playing lights out.
And if you're Lamar Jackson, all you got to do is tell your guys to calm down. We need one drive. One drive before the half. Let's take it down the field. Let's get a touchdown. We're up 7-6.
Well, this game started with a Derrick Henry fumble. The Steelers recovered. It set up a Chris Boswell 32-yard field goal. And then late in the first quarter, Justin Tucker missed from 47 yards. End of the first quarter, Tucker missed from 50 yards. Here in the second quarter, Chris Boswell hit from 52 yards, and that's where we stand. That game summary brought to you by Shepherd Pratt. 6-0 Steelers. Ravens start the drive at their 20-yard line, moving from our left to right. Mark Jackson with Derrick Henry in the backfield. Off the play fake. Jackson under pressure. He is hit and wrapped up and sacked back inside the 10-yard line. T.J. Watt got there first. Flags fly back in the secondary.
I would think that's going to be holding or illegal contact.
The preliminary signal is holding on the Steelers. So the Ravens will sidestep the sack.
Holding. Defense number 6. 5 yards penalty. Automatic first down.
And one of the first really costly mistakes by the Steelers today gives the Ravens a first down at their 25 instead of a 2nd and long all the way back closer to their 5-yard line.
And that time they did not help Rosengarten, and T.J. Watt ran right back to the quarterback.
So the good news is Roger Rosengarten is back on the field after being injured on the last series. Lamar will give it to Derrick Henry, who plows his way forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get 2 tough yards before Isaiah Loudermilk makes the stop. And the Ravens face a 2nd and 7 with 4:32 left to play in the half. Ravens have all 3 of their timeouts, but they have not yet put together a prolonged drive in this game.
They have, and I'm trying to figure do they want to stay bigs and get after the run game, or they want to spread them out and use the space, and they believe that their 2nd and 3rd receivers are better than the defensive backs for the Steelers.
Longest drive so far has been 6 plays. Lamar Jackson off the play fake, deep drop, throws across the middle. He's got a man out at the 47-yard line, and that is Rashad Bateman who makes the catch. Patrick Queen with a big hit, but the Ravens move the chains with just under 4 minutes to play in the half.
That's great concentration by Bateman, catching the ball with his hands. You see Patrick Queen coming in to make the hit, and he holds on to it.
A 19-yard gain. They spot the ball at the Ravens' 47-yard line. 3:42 left to play in the half. The Ravens trail by 6. Lamar Jackson bunches 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, all inside the numbers. Jackson gives it to Henry off left tackle. Big hole. He's in the Steeler 40, 30, accelerating, tripped up and taken down to the 23. Minkah Fitzpatrick with a shoestring tackle to steal a touchdown from Derrick Henry.
I mean, you thought that was going to go. Minkah Fitzpatrick reached out his right arm, and he hit that left leg of Derrick Henry, his toe, and it brought him down.
A 31-yard gain for the King. And the Ravens are finally knocking at the door with 3 minutes even left to play in the half. 1st and 10 at the Steeler 22. 2 receivers stacked to the right. Now Ricard sets closer to the right tackle. Lamar in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Steelers rush 4. Lamar with time. Lofts it. Left side complete. Isaiah Likely at the 7. And he works his way down to the 4-yard line. It's 1st and goal Ravens, with 2:34 left to play in the half.
Yeah, great vision by Lamar Jackson. He just sees Isaiah Likely go up the sideline, and he kind of got lost in the secondary against the Steelers. Easy throw and catch for him.
And the Ravens with their most productive offensive possession of the half. And it comes in the waning moments of the half, and they are going to let the clock wind down to the 2-minute warning.
Smart thing to do.
Considering the Steelers have all 3 of their timeouts, they don't want to get the ball back to the Steelers to give Russell Wilson much time to work with. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning, with the Ravens trailing the Steelers 6-0, but the Ravens enjoying their best drive of the afternoon. It's only the 5th play of this drive, but they have eaten up 76 yards in a little more than 3 minutes. The key play on this drive, a 31-yard run by Derrick Henry. And, Ron, we've seen this now through the course of 11 weeks. It's almost emotionally deflating to an opposing defense like the Steelers to have bottled up Derrick Henry, and then it just takes one run and he can get this offense back on track.
Absolutely. And the one thing that you don't want if you're the Steelers, if they're having success running the football, now you can play action pass off of that. And you have Lamar Jackson running back there, can find those open receivers. And if all goes not and the receivers aren't open, he can beat you with his feet.
Derrick Henry this afternoon, 6 carries, 48 yards. So think about this. The Steelers have him bottled up. You look up, he's averaging 8 yards a carry.
And it's crazy to even say that because I don't remember him outside of that one run. It seemed like everything has been 2 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, and 3 yards. He gets one big run, and now he's 8 yards a carry.
And that's what a future Hall of Famer joining a future Hall of Famer in your backfield can do. Even on a difficult road Sunday where things aren't going your way, one drive and you can take control of the lead. The fight for first place in the AFC North. The Steelers came in at 7-2. The Ravens at 7-3. The difference, the Steelers have had their bye week. The Ravens will have theirs in December.
So if they run the football, I would believe the Steelers are going to call timeout if they don't score a touchdown to try to save some of that clock so they can get that ball back to the offense to see if they can get some points before the half is over.
Derrick Henry has scored a touchdown in all 11 games this season. He is only the 5th player in NFL history or modern history of the Super Bowl era since 1970. Joins O.J. Simpson, Jerry Rice, John Riggins, and Todd Gurley, the only players since 1970 to score a touchdown in each of the first 11 games of the season. Only 3, check that, the first 10 games, only 3 have done it in 11 games. O.J., Jerry Rice, and Riggins. Let's see if Derrick Henry can join that fraternity here. First and goal, Ravens. Ball at the 4. Give it to Henry. Up the middle. Plows his way to the 1, and he'll be stopped just shy of the goal line by Nick Herbig, which is ideal for the Ravens.
Oh, they're not calling a timeout.
Because they run more time off the clock. Henry will stay in, and more big bodies come. Ben Cleveland will come in as the 6th offensive lineman. The Ravens will go 3 tight ends.
And I'm surprised you're not calling timeouts for the Steelers, giving your offense the ball back before the half is over.
Play clock is at 15. Game clock is at 1:28. Ravens trail 6-0. They have it 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Lamar under center. Gives it to Henry. Straight ahead. The King hits, plows, and scores! And the Ravens strike for the first time this afternoon in Pittsburgh. And Derrick Henry becomes only the 4th player in NFL history to score in each of his team's first 11 games of the season. It is now O.J. Simpson, Jerry Rice, John Riggins, and the King, Derrick Henry, with that 11-game touchdown streak.
But did you see Lamar? Lamar handed the ball off. He turned around. He saw Derrick Henry going vertical. He ran off to the sideline. No, it's going to be a touchdown.
Kind of a great basketball shooter who puts up the 3 and then goes to the locker room.
Oh,
half over.
Love it.
Justin Tucker for an extra point try. These are no longer automatic. Tucker's kick is up, and it is good. And for the first time today, with 1:16 left in the half, the Ravens have their first lead of the day, 7-6 in front of the Steelers.
And they have not played a good half, and they're up 7-6. So that has to be a bonus going in at halftime. But then again, you still got 1 minute and 16 seconds. The Steelers got 3 timeouts. You got to make sure that they don't let them go down the field and get any added points, because the Steelers get the opening kickoff in the second half.
And the Ravens scoring drive brought to you by Ceridian. 6 plays, 80 yards, just under 4 minutes comes off the clock. Derrick Henry caps it with a 1-yard run. It was Henry's 31-yard run that made the difference on that drive. And this season, for every Ravens touchdown, Baltimore area Toyota dealers donate $500 to Kennedy Krieger. That's another $500 for Kennedy Krieger from Toyota, thanks to the Derrick Henry touchdown. 1:16 left in the half. The Ravens up for the first time today, 7-6. And now it's up to Zach Orr's defense to shut the door on Pittsburgh in this final minute and change of the opening half. For Darrell Patterson, Jalen Warren deep for the Justin Tucker kick. Tucker hits a low end over end that Warren will take 5 yards deep, takes a knee for the touchback. Well, the Ravens defense has done a great job of bottling up Russell Wilson, sacking him 3 times in this opening half and limiting the Steelers quarterback to only 65 yards passing.
I mean, the 4 sacks is critical. I mean, they've put a lot of pressure, not only with the 4 sacks, taking him down, but getting multiple, making him move his feet, hold the ball long, making him feel uncomfortable in the pocket.
Russell Wilson has 1 minute, 16 seconds, and 3 timeouts to work with. Fast throw, complete. George Pickens gain to the 36. And the Steelers will sprint to the line, not using their timeouts yet, after a gain of 7. 1 minute even left in the half. Wilson again will throw. Quick release. Near side, Pickens makes the catch and is forced out of bounds by Brandon Stevens, this time stopping the clock with 55 seconds left in the half. So Pittsburgh taking what the Ravens will give them.
Yeah, they got plenty of time. 3 timeouts, 55 seconds. They can use the whole field.
Wilson in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking over the middle, under pressure, hit, and buried back at the 30-yard line. Odafe Owe with the 5th sack of the half for the Ravens, his 3rd of the day.
He didn't even see Odafe Owe come off.
Notified to stop the game by replay. That play is under review.
Holy cow, that is terrible game management by the officiating crew.
No way.
They didn't blow the whistle until just before Odafe Owe drops Russell Wilson.
It's after the snap of the ball. You can't blow the whistle.
That is atrocious work by the officiating crew.
Wait. They blew the whistle after the ball was snapped, and they're going to say they're reviewing the play of the previous one?
Clay Martin is saying that the play was whistle dead prior to the snap. Well, guess what? 22 players and 70,000 fans didn't hear the whistle.
It was not blown. I didn't see one whistle. I didn't see one ref putting his hands in the air from saying he blew the whistle.
When refs blow a whistle, the first thing they do if the players don't hear it is they run directly at the football and let everybody know the play's dead. They didn't let anybody know the play was dead until Odafe Owe had hit Russell Wilson. They're reviewing the last play because George Pickens' right foot looks like it was out of bounds.
So it's not a first down. But I want to see the ball snap. I want to see where the whistle was blown. They're showing the old play. And what should be a little disappointing for the Ravens is that they just got a sack.
They had their 5th sack of the day taken away.
After review, the pass was incomplete. When the receiver stuck the football, his right foot was up, and he never got it in bounds. It's an incomplete pass. It's 3rd down.
That's terrible.
And hear me, when I say atrocious, I'm a huge fan of booth review being initiated. I love seeing that. But the atrocious part is the officiating crew, when they blow the whistle, and they said they blew it, so you got to take their word for it. When they blow the whistle, if none of the players hear it, they have to converge on the ball to stop the play.
But not only do they converge, normally they are putting their hands in the air, waving after the whistle's blown, saying it is dead. That did not occur.
So now the Steelers look at a 3rd down and 4 from their 36-yard line. 46 seconds left in the half. If the Ravens are going to stop here, it's worth using a timeout.
56, please.
Especially now that they put more time on the clock with 56 seconds left. You're going to stop here. You have the chance to get the ball back and get more points before the end of the half. Russell Wilson will empty the backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Ravens with a 4-man defensive front, 2 deep safeties. Now Roquan Smith walks up to the line of scrimmage. Russell Wilson on 3rd down takes the snap, looking to the right, flush from a collapsing pocket. He'll scramble forward to the 40. He is hit, and he's stopped, but not until he gets
he's short
right at the 1st down marker. It depends where his knee was. Kyle Hamilton with the hit.
They marked him short.
They did mark him short. You're right, Rod.
And you can't go for that if you're Mike Tomlin.
Kyle Hamilton is shaken up at the end of that play.
Oh yeah, his
Hamilton
head went back.
Came in and hit Russell Wilson, but the Steeler player who came behind him, an offensive lineman.
Result of the play,
but that's dirty.
Down. We do have a team timeout for Baltimore. They're first.
So Zach Frazier, the center, came in after Kyle Hamilton had cleanly hit Russell Wilson, and at that point the play should be whistled down.
And he hit him in the back.
And then he hits his quarterback in the back.
That is allowed in the National Football League. That is a dirty play.
It's a dangerous play, I'll tell you that.
It's dangerous and dirty because when you're making the tackle, when he hits you he's spearing you in the back.
So here's the good news.
If say the ball wasn't,
it's 46.
Say he wasn't making the tackle and you hit him in the back. What is that called? It's a blind. You can't hit him in the back,
right?
But you can. They let you do it when you're making a tackle, and that is dirty.
But the good news is Kyle Hamilton.
He did get up.
Got up, walked off the field under his own power. The better news is the Steelers have to punt the ball to the Ravens with 46 seconds left in the half. Tylan Wallace will await down at the 10-yard line for the Corliss Waitman punt. The Ravens have all 3 of their timeouts to work with. See if the Ravens come after the Waitman punt. They do not. Waitman hits an end-over-end punt. It angles toward the far sideline. Tylan Wallace lets it bounce, and it will trickle out of bounds around the 10-yard line. So the Ravens will have 38 seconds remaining. They have all 3 of their timeouts. You're obviously trying to set up a field goal try for Justin Tucker. But Tucker is 0 for 2 this afternoon. He has missed from 47 and 50 yards.
Yeah, now the question is.
And on that last injury, the Ravens did use a timeout. So they have 2 timeouts to work with. The Steelers have all 3 of theirs.
And I would think they're going to use them in this case if the Ravens don't get a first down.
Mark Jackson will throw on first down. We'll check down screen to his tight end, Isaiah Likely, who works his way. Fumble for ball at the 15-yard line, and the Steelers recover at the 20. Isaiah Likely was being tackled at the 15 when the ball was raked from his arms by Keanu Benton right into the hands of Patrick Queen at the 20-yard line. And just like that, with 29 seconds left in the half, the Steelers have a chance to regain the lead. With the second turnover of the half by the Ravens. Unbelievable. There is a penalty flag down on the play. This is Likely after the end of the play. Isaiah Likely.
Oh, his arm's down.
Was wrapped up.
But his right arm is down.
And it was actually Patrick Queen who raked it loose.
Result of the play was a fumble recovered by Pittsburgh. And the runner had given himself up. After the play was over, we have unsportsmanlike conduct by number 65 and number 39. Those penalties offset at the dead ball spot. A reminder that that's their first towards disqualification if another such act should happen.
So for the Ravens, that's Tyler Linderbaum, their center. For the Steelers, it's Minkah Fitzpatrick, their Pro Bowl safety. And that's 4 players now who are under warning. One more incident, and you are going to be ejected. What a play by Patrick Queen. He raked the ball loose from his old teammate. It flew up into the air, bounced off of Cam Hayward, back into the hands of Patrick Queen, and now the Steelers have it 1st and 10 at the Ravens 19 with 29 seconds left in the half. And the Steelers have all 3 of their timeouts. Russell Wilson in the shotgun from an empty backfield. Takes the snap. Under pressure, he escapes the pocket running left, and he's pulled down. And a flag follows him to the turf. It was Nnamdi Madubuike who pulled him down after the scramble. But this penalty preliminary signal is it's against the Ravens.
Holding. Defense number 2. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
So the rookie, Nate Wiggins, with a rookie mistake, turns a positive play into a negative and gives the Steelers another first down with 23 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, you got to overcome those mistakes. Nate Wiggins has been a little handsy so far in his young career.
Russell Wilson wants to throw. Quick release. His pass is caught inside the 10 by his tight end, Pat Freiermuth. And he is drilled by Nate Wiggins at the 9-yard line.
Pittsburgh, they're first.
The Steelers take a timeout
seconds.
with 19 seconds left in the half. Pittsburgh has it 2nd and 5 at the Ravens 9. The Steelers have 2 remaining timeouts. Absolutely anything is possible in this series, as we have seen today. A rocky first half for the Ravens offense. They get the lead in the final 2 minutes of the half. They get the ball back with a minute left to play, a chance to extend the lead. They turn it over for a second time in the half. And now the Steelers have a shot at closing out the half with the lead. And the Steelers will get the ball first to start the second half.
You know, this defense has a really good challenge in front of them right now.
Russell Wilson in the shotgun. Jalen Warren to his right. Wilson wants to throw, looking to the right. Now he's running to the right, has to unload the ball, throws it away, stopping the clock with 14 seconds remaining in the half. Kyle Van Noy bringing pressure off the edge along with Adafe Owe.
And the one thing the Ravens have done so far is they've put pressure on Russell Wilson. He's very uncomfortable in the pocket and get rid of the football before he wants to.
14 seconds left in the half. Steelers looking at a 3rd and 5, and the Ravens are going to take a timeout.
Baltimore, they're second. This is 30 seconds.
John Harbaugh buying Zach Orr a little bit of time to talk strategy. Make sure all the Ravens players are on the same page.
Because they don't have to get a first down. They don't have to get a touchdown. They can get a first down and call timeout. So you got to make sure that all your guys are on the same page on this defense throughout this final 3rd down play before the half is over.
Ravens defense has sacked Russell Wilson 4 times in this opening half. Steelers defense has forced 2 turnovers by the Ravens, Derrick Henry and Isaiah Likely. The first possession of the half for the Ravens and the last possession up till now of the half for the Ravens. Russell Wilson puts 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. He stands in the shotgun in an empty backfield on 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, they got to watch the crossing routes. They got to watch those 7 cuts when you get into the red zone, especially in the end zone.
Play clock is at 3. Russell Wilson takes the snap, drops the throw, flag down, whistle blown. And they'll call the play dead, and again players have to be separated. We talk at length about the respect these 2 teams have for each other. Respect has spilled over into straight-up dislike this afternoon.
Yeah, they know the importance of this football game. And it's getting very chippy out there. It's been that way since the opening kickoff.
Kyle Van Noy and Steelers guard Isaac Seumalo.
Snap, false start, offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Seumalo is the guard who was jumped off side and had to be separated from Kyle Van Noy at the end of the play. Puts the Steelers into a 3rd and 10 from the 14 of the Ravens with 14 seconds left in the half. Russell Wilson in the gun. Cordero Patterson to his right. Wilson takes the snap, lofts the ball, corner of the end zone, looking for George Pickens. It's broken up in the corner. Terrific play by Tre'Davious White.
That is
the cornerback the Ravens acquired in a trade from the Rams ahead of the trade deadline. What a play by the veteran corner.
That is a great job. But I like to call look and lean. He's leaning on Pickens. He's looking at the ball the whole way in, and he got a nice little pass breakup at the end of that into the end zone.
So credit General Manager Eric DeCosta for that pass breakup because he's the one who went out and made the deal for Tre'Davious White. And now for Chris Boswell's 32-yard field goal try. His kick is up, and it is good. And with 7 seconds left in the half, the Steelers regain the lead on the 3rd Boswell kick of the half. It's 9-7 Pittsburgh. Well, this was a half that started with a turnover by the Ravens and ended with a turnover by the Ravens. A Derrick Henry fumble in the opening drive led to a Chris Boswell 32-yard field goal. An Isaiah Likely fumble on the final possession by the Ravens led to a 32-yard Chris Boswell field goal.
And 2 of the players that the Ravens have that you least likely think they're going to turn the ball over in Derrick Henry and Isaiah Likely.
And it was a former Raven, Patrick Queen, who caused and recovered the Isaiah Likely fumble. And look, you don't have to like the score at the moment, but you got to love this series.
Oh, yeah.
This is the best.
This is old school smash mouth football.
I mean, the officiating crew has been busy after every play separating players. Chris Boswell's kick taken for a touchback. 7 seconds left in the half. Even though the Ravens have 1 timeout, there's no reason to think they'll do anything other than take a snap, take a knee, and take off for the locker room.
You take this knee, you go into the locker room. Both teams got to go over your game plan and what adjustments you're going to make into the second half.
There's the snap, there's the knee, and there's the half. 1 half in the books in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers 9, the Ravens 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Hey, Ravens fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Ravens football games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
We may not have started this season on the right foot, but now we're on the rise.
He will go all the way! Touchdown, Ravens! Picked off Marlon Humphrey. Tucker's kick is up. It is good!
The uprising continues with the Eagles and our division rivals headed to Baltimore. It's time to conquer. Join us at BaltimoreRavens.com/tickets.
Listen up, Baltimore. Paramount Plus is your home to stream every local NFL on CBS game all season long. And today, one of football's biggest rivalries is renewed as Lamar, King Henry, and the Ravens swarm into Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers in enemy territory. It's a pivotal game for playoff positioning and the AFC North standings, and you can stream every play from any device at home or on the go live on Paramount Plus. So sign up and sign in to Paramount Plus today and get ready for another must-see classic between the Ravens and Steelers with the NFL on CBS streaming live on Paramount Plus.
Not sure how much you know about Progressive Insurance. You may know us for insuring your home and auto. You may know a couple of our commercials. But what you may not know is that since 2013, Progressive has been honoring veterans with vehicle donations through the annual Keys to Progress Veteran Vehicle Giveaway Program, giving back to those who gave so much. Now, you probably didn't wake up today saying, I really wish I knew more about Progressive Insurance, but this seemed like the type of thing people wouldn't mind hearing about. Find out more about how we're dedicated to our customers and communities at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Time for the halftime report. This is the Ravens Game Day Network.
Hey, guys, Tony here on halftime on the Ravens Game Day Network. The Pittsburgh Steelers lead your Baltimore Ravens 9-7. Very frustrating first half of the offense for the Baltimore Ravens. They couldn't get anything going. Late take the lead before they cough it up. A fumble inside their own 20. Pittsburgh takes the lead with a field goal late. As we head to halftime, Pittsburgh will receive the ball first. Now let's go out to Pittsburgh. It's the Hall of Famer Rod Woodson. And Rod, I'll start off first. It's hard to win football games when you turn the football over. How does this offense get back on track in the second half?
Well, I mean, least likely is guys that you thought would turn the ball over in a game, and Derrick Henry and Isaiah Likely, they turned the ball over in the first half, and the game is still close. They haven't played great. They got to make some adjustments. They got to go out there and play really good football in the second half. They can go out there and play their best game in the second half. They can get a victory, but you can't shoot yourself in the foot with turnovers, and you can't shoot yourself in the foot with penalties, and they've done both in the first half.
Absolutely, and the least likely guys you're talking about, Isaiah Likely, Derrick Henry, both fumbling the football. On the defensive side, this defense has got a lot of criticism, but they've held the Pittsburgh Steelers to just 93 total yards. What are they doing so well today?
And they're getting after Russell Wilson. He is very uncomfortable in the pocket, out of the pocket. They're not letting him set his feet. They're hitting him. They're making him uncomfortable. He's throwing the ball too early. Sometimes he's holding on the ball late. He's getting sacked. So they've made him very uncomfortable throughout this first half.
And finally, Rod, we know Justin Tucker struggling today. A couple of missed field goals. Yeah. Look, this could come down to him having to hit one late. We've seen him do it before. What would you say to him if you're in the locker room just to keep his head up here?
No, keep your head up. I mean, it's just the swing plane. You know, just like a golfer. His swing plane is just a little off, so he's come through over the top of the ball. So that means he's pulling the ball from his right to his left. Just hit through the ball to the target, and then it'll go in.
Thank you, Rod, and we'll get back to you in the second half. Appreciate you. That is Rod Woodson of the Baltimore Ravens announced team. Hall of Famer, played for both the Ravens and Steelers. But he's calling the game for the Ravens today. We take a break here on Ravens Halftime. You're listening to the Ravens Game Day Network.
Coming up, the Maryland Lottery play of the first half. Want to take ESPN 630 wherever you go?
Today, Junior?
Download the newly designed ESPN 630 app from the App Store on your iPhone or the Google Play Store. Use your hands-free setting or Bluetooth connection in your car.
Sensational.
And listen to us no matter how close or far you are from DC. And don't miss a second of your favorite shows from anywhere in the world.
Oh, there it is.
ESPN 630, the sports capital. Now worldwide from your phone.
More than 45,000 flights and 2.9 million passengers move through the National Airspace System each day. And every day, aviation safety professionals represented by the National Air Traffic Controllers Association are on the job, keeping travelers safe. From taxiways to takeoff, en route to landing, NATCA members put safety first. They are the caretakers of the skies, guiding both passenger and cargo air traffic to their destinations safely and efficiently. The National Air Traffic Controllers Association, NATCA, we guide you home.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2794. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at tra.com or call 800-575-2794. That's 800-575-2794. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
When you're high, you feel different. But if you feel different, you drive different. So don't drive high. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Now, a recap of the first half on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Zig Tony here on halftime with the Baltimore Ravens trailing the Pittsburgh Steelers 9-3 out in Pittsburgh. Let's go through how we got there. It was the second play up from scrimmage for the Baltimore Ravens. Derrick Henry has been so good all year, but he coughs it up.
Jackson takes the snap, hands it off to Henry, running outside the right guard, cuts it inside the numbers, fumbles the ball at the 40-yard line. Big pile at the 42. Officials converge, and the Steelers recover.
First lost fumble of the season for Derrick Henry. The Steelers turn that into just a short drive, but they end up getting points off the foot of Chris Boswell.
32-yarder from the left hash mark. Boswell's kick is up, and it is good.
The Ravens' second offensive possession, they go 3 and out. Ronnie Stanley picks up a holding call that kind of dismantled the drive. Ravens 6 penalties, 45 yards. They eventually do, to a couple of possessions later, work the ball down into Pittsburgh territory, but a tough first half for Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker, kick on the way. It has the distance, and it is no good. He hooked it wide left.
I would have tied the game at 3, so now Steelers take over with decent field position. Can't do much with it. It comes down to a 4th and 1, and they risk it, and Baltimore's defense stands tall.
Gives it to Najee Harris, stacked up and stopped. He didn't get it.
He did not get it.
Stop
He's
him on
short.
4th down and 1. Great penetration from the right side of the Ravens defense, and the Ravens will take over on downs.
Once again, Baltimore is able to move it down into Pittsburgh territory. 6 plays, just 14 yards, but they set up Justin Tucker this time with a 50-yard attempt. Again, nothing good.
Jordan Stout with a hold. Tucker from 50. Kick on the way. It is no good. He hooked it wide left. And the Ravens come up empty on a second straight possession on a missed field goal.
So 6 points left out there. Baltimore struggling offensively. Pittsburgh then works it down into field goal range. You would get a sack, 2.5 sacks in the first half from Adafi Owe, who's played excellent. Chris Boswell will give Pittsburgh a extended lead.
A 52-yard field goal attempt for Chris Boswell. Kick on the way. It is tracking down the middle, and it is good.
So it's 6-0 Pittsburgh. Baltimore not able to do again anything, but they would get again some defensive help. This time Broderick Washington.
Najee Harris in the backfield. Russell Wilson fakes the handoff to Harris. Drops the throw under pressure and buried back at the 20-yard line. It was Broderick Washington roaring up the middle as the Ravens drop the Steelers quarterback for a 3rd time in the opening half.
Then the Ravens get the football back, and then really their most impressive drive of the day. You have a Rashad Bateman 19-yard reception. Derrick Henry runs for 31 yards. Isaiah Likely an 18-yard reception that gets them down inside the 5-yard line, and Derrick Henry ends up punching it in.
From inside the 1, Lamar under center. Gives it to Henry, straight ahead. The King hits, plows, and scores! And the Ravens strike for the first time this afternoon in Pittsburgh.
Derrick Henry has rushed for a touchdown in every single game. That was a play the first half brought to you by the Maryland Lottery. Then you have the Ravens getting a stop before halftime. They're able to get the football back, maybe a chance to extend the lead, and disaster strikes again.
Mark Jackson will throw on first down. We'll check down screen to his tight end, Isaiah Likely, who works his way. Fumble the ball at the 15-yard line, and the Steelers recover at the 20. Isaiah Likely was being tackled at the 15 when the ball was raked from his arms by Keanu Benton right into the hands of Patrick Queen at the 20-yard line.
And it would turn out it wasn't Keanu Benton who ripped it out. It was Pat Queen with a forced fumble and recovery. Not to mention earlier, you had a fumble recovery by Deshaun Ailey, a couple of ex-Ravens striking the team there. The Ravens do hold them, though. Steelers can't get anything. Tre'Davious White makes an excellent play to knock the football out of the hands of George Pickens, and this is how halftime would go with the Steelers retaking the lead.
Chris Boswell's 32-yard field goal try. His kick is up, and it is good. And with 7 seconds left in the half, the Steelers regain the lead on the third Boswell kick of the half. It's 9-7 Pittsburgh.
And that's what leaves us at 9-7, despite the Ravens outgaining the Steelers by over 100 yards. The defense has been excellent today. Offense needs to clean it up. 2 turnovers that were very costly. Lamar Jackson today, not his best performance so far, just 8 of 18 for 120 yards. Well, we get to the second half now. Pittsburgh will receive the football. Coming up next, the second half with Rod Woodson and Jerry Sandusky on the Ravens Game Day Network.
The second half kick is straight ahead on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Listen to ESPN 630, the sports capital, on your Amazon Alexa. Hey, Alexa, play ESPN 630 DC. We are ESPN 630 and ESPN630DC.com.
No two people learn the exact same way. So how did Babbel become the award-winning language learning app? We thought of you, all of you. Take Sierra. As a visual learner, she uses Babbel's wordplay videos.
Today I'll share a quick lesson on shopping in French.
Merci beaucoup. Keith is a be in the room with real people kind of learner. So he loves the live online classes with our language experts.
Okay, class. Vos está pronto.
Estamos prontos.
However you learn, Babbel makes it easy. Try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. BABBEL.com.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I pushed through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
When the whole world changed, Children International developed new ways to reach children and families in poverty during these vulnerable times.
I'm learning every day.
I'm healthy and strong.
To learn more, go to children.org/help today.
Third quarter, brought to you by Safeway.
And the third quarter will begin with the Steelers having the ball first, leading 9-7 in what has been a wild back-and-forth game. Not wild in the way we saw the Ravens beat the Bengals 10 days ago on Thursday night, but wild in the unpredictable fashion. Who would have predicted the game would start with a Derrick Henry fumble? Who would have predicted the half would have ended with an Isaiah Likely fumble? Who would have predicted Justin Tucker would miss 2 field goal tries? But that is what we have today. Justin Tucker will start the second half, kicking to Cordarrelle Patterson and Jalen Warren. And this one will be Taken for a touchback as it trickles out of the back of the end zone. We pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ravens Game Day Network.
WSBN Washington, ESPN 630, the sports capital, your DC home for the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens, UVA basketball, and UVA football.
One of the strongest halves by the Ravens defense, limiting the Steeler offense to 93 yards in the first half.
They've done a great job in the first half.
Russell Wilson will start under center. Najee Harris, the lone back. Give it to Harris, running off left tackle. Big stop right out of the gate after a 2-yard gain. Broderick Washington playing the role of the human wall.
Oh, great job of disengaging with the offensive tackle and making that tackle on Najee Harris for a 1-yard gain. They made it tough on Russell Wilson in the first half. Let's see if they can do it in the second.
And the good news on the injury front, Kyle Hamilton was being evaluated for a concussion. He is back on the field, as is Travis Jones, who limped off in the first half. So the Ravens back to full strength. Russell Wilson, inside handoff. Najee Harris tries to bounce to the outside. Flags fly as Trenton Simpson trips him up and brings him down after a gain of 3 to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, the ref threw it. Normally that's a holding on the offensive line.
During the run, legal use of hands to the face. Defense, number 98. 5 yards will be added to the run. Automatic first down.
So Travis Jones, who came back on the field after being injured in the first half, commits the penalty, and instead of third, it's first for the Pittsburgh Steelers as the Ravens collect one more penalty. By the way, that injury update brought to you by the Baltimore Banner.
Yeah, just got to make sure once your hand slides up and hits the face mask, you got to get it back off. They're definitely going to call that anytime that happens from a defensive lineman to an offensive lineman.
Penalty puts the ball at the Steelers' 39. Gives to Jalen Warren running along the left hash mark, and he is hands of Trenton Simpson, who wrestles him to the ground after a short gain to the 41.
And Trenton Simpson is one of those players for the Ravens defense has gotten better week in and week out.
Second-year inside linebacker took over the starting spot after Patrick Queen left in free agency. Patrick Queen having one of the plays of the day so far for the Steelers, forcing a late first-half fumble by Isaiah Likely. Russell Wilson on the play fake, deep drop, under pressure, throws complete over the middle. Jalen Warren has it, darts across midfield, and is wrestled down at the Ravens' 48-yard line with a Pittsburgh first down. Roquan Smith makes the tackle, but not before the Steelers get their second first down of this first drive of the third quarter.
Going no huddle.
Changing the tempo a little as Jalen Warren remains in the backfield. Russell Wilson gives it to Warren off left tackle, and he's taken down for a loss at the 49-yard line. Roquan Smith darting into the backfield along with Nnamdi Madubuike. And the Steelers will lose a yard on the play and face a second down at 11.
Oh, that is a great job by Roquan Smith hitting the back door, which is the backside A-gap, and running down the ball carrier Warren for that no gain. Really a 1-yard loss.
And the A-gap is right in between the center and the guard. Justin Fields now in at quarterback. Takes a snap, and it will run it. Off left guard, he's got a big hole, and he slides down at the 41-yard line. That'll be shy of a first down.
But that has to be where he starts the slide.
Roquan Smith will be credited with the tackle. Well, they gave him every bit of that run to 41. It should have been the 43. The ball was about the 43 when he was going down, but they're going to say he was hit by Trenton Simpson.
The rule is when you start to give yourself up, that's where you're down.
So Russell Wilson now back at quarterback on 3rd down and 3. Has Jalen Warren to his left. Wilson in the shotgun. 3rd down and 3 on the opening drive of the third quarter. Play clock at 1. Wilson takes the snap. Throws out of the backfield complete to his running back, but he's taken down shy of the first down by Roquan Smith. A terrific open field tackle to limit the Steelers to 2 yards, and the kicking team will come on for Pittsburgh. And this is going to be a 58-yard field goal try.
It's a long kick.
It'll be a 57-yard try for Chris Boswell. The longest of the season is 57. The longest of his career is 59. He has hit today 3 times from 32, 52, and 32. 57-yard field goal try for Chris Boswell. Kick is on the way, and it is good. Chris Boswell hits from 57 yards, his 4th field goal of the afternoon, and it extends the Steelers' lead. Pittsburgh 12, Ravens 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
If you have an appetite for saving money, then you should get the ROFO Rewards app from Royal Farms. Use the ROFO Rewards app to place mobile orders for pickup or delivery and earn royalty points to redeem for free stuff. And right now, new ROFO Rewards members will get a free any-size coffee for signing up. You can download the ROFO Rewards app at the Apple App Store or Google Play today. You'll find it's a very appealing app to have. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
Kick off. Hand off. Scratch off. Yes! It's all a part of Ravens football. Play Ravens scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery, and you can win up to $200,000 instantly. Enter the Second Chance contest, and you can be a part of every Ravens home game for the next 2 decades with season tickets for 20 years. Get off the sidelines. Be a part of every game with Ravens scratch-offs from the Maryland Lottery. Please play responsibly.
Hey Ravens fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Ravens football games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Progressive presents Renter's MVP's Most Valuable Possessions. Today's MVP, Joe Fallon's bedroom mini fridge. Sure, this pint-sized chiller's max capacity is 3 soda cans, but what it lacks in stature, it makes up in cooling strength. Each beverage a perfect 37 degrees every time. And the 2 feet Joe walks to get a drink? Priceless. That's why his mini fridge is today's MVP. Keep your most valuable possessions protected by bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Third quarter of this afternoon's broadcast brought to you by Safeway. 10:46 to play in the third quarter. The Steelers, behind 4 Chris Boswell field goals, lead the Ravens 12-7. Boswell has hit from 32, 52, 32, and 57. Meanwhile, Justin Tucker has missed from 47 and 50. And that is the difference in this game. A 5-point Steeler lead on 6 missed Ravens points. But there's plenty of football left to play. Now Lamar Jackson and the offense will have their first shot with the ball as Chris Boswell kicks off. Pete Mitchell will take it. No, he'll actually let it bounce out of the back of the end zone for the touchback. And that gives the ball to Lamar Jackson at the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson in the first half, 2 carries for 14 yards, 8 of 18 passing for 120 yards. But the Ravens did keep him from getting sacked. And that was a big part of the goals. As I take you back to Rod's 3 keys, the first one was protect Lamar. They did that in the first half.
They absolutely did. And now they got to find a way to get some shots down the field. Lamar was a little off target in the first half with some of his passes, but normally in the second half, he has corrected that throughout this first part of the season.
He bunches 3 receivers, Likely, Andrews, and Flowers to the right. Lamar, inside handoff. Derrick Henry breaks out of 1 tackle, crosses the 35, and gets out close to the 37-yard line to start this drive with a 7-yard gain. Larry Ogunjobi on the stop for the Steelers, along with Landon Roberts.
And you would think with a big back like Derrick Henry, you run between the tackles the most. But for the Baltimore Ravens with Derrick Henry, they run outside the tackle 60% of the time, and they are very successful doing so.
Larry Ogunjobi weighs 305 pounds, and he needed help getting Derrick Henry to the turf. 2nd and 3. Lamar gives it to Henry. Oh, look out. He's buried in the backfield by T.J. Watt. Watt came clean off the edge and just blew up Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I mean, that was full steam. He handed it off, and soon as Derrick Henry took the handoff, P.J. Watt was in the backfield.
Roger Rosengarten didn't get so much as a finger on T.J. Watt. And the Ravens go from 2nd and short to 3rd and 6. Now Lamar will spread out 3 receivers to the right. Steelers bunch 5 along the defensive front. They bring blitz pressure. Lamar, pocket collapsing. His pass complete.
Oh.
And Mark Andrews is tripped up, but not before he gets to the 42-yard line with a first down. Minkah Fitzpatrick probably took away about a 50-yard gain there.
He did the same thing to Derrick Henry in the first half where he tripped him up. And that one, if he misses his feet, Mark Andrews is racing toward the end zone.
I mean, he could have taken a dip in the Ohio River before anybody else got to him. Instead, it's 1st and 10 Ravens at their 42. Ravens moving from our left to right. Lamar Jackson fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, sets his feet, looks back to the left, fires, complete, no, dropped to the 42-yard line.
Couldn't get enough on
Rashad
it.
Bateman was trying to slide underneath it to catch up for an underthrown ball, and he couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, Lamar was going to his right. He planted as he was throwing. He kind of went off his front foot, didn't get enough of his arm in under it, and the ball went just about a half a foot short of Bateman.
Now Zay Flowers, Nelson Aguilar, and Bateman split to the right. Bateman goes in motion to the left. Lamar in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Inside handoff fake. He'll keep it, gets around the numbers. He crosses the 48-yard line, gets out to the 49 before Minkah Fitzpatrick brings him down. That'll set up a 3rd down and short. It'll be 3rd down and 3 after a 7-yard gain for Lamar.
They spotted him almost a yard short of where he landed.
Yeah, I thought he got closer to the midfield stripe than that. Now Lamar on 3rd down. Inside handoff goes to Derrick Henry. Pushes the pile forward, and the King picks up a 1st down at the Steeler 47-yard line.
And I've said this all year. Lamar Jackson looks so much faster than he did last year. And last year he was the MVP. And that should make that makes all the defense coordinators in the National Football League a little nervous.
Not to mention all the edge rushers and the inside linebackers who have to track him down. So the Ravens have it 1st and 10, a football length inside the Steeler 47-yard line. Ravens in their black helmets, white jerseys with purple numbers and black pants. Lamar Jackson in the shotgun, Derrick Henry to his left. Jackson wants to throw. Blitz pressure coming. Jackson scrambles to the right. Check down goes to Pat Ricard, and he is wrestled to the turf by Cam Hayward at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Pat Ricard's 2nd reception of the year.
Pretty nice hands grab, too. That was away from his
is.
body. He had to reach out and make a hands grab.
When you got an offensive tackle that can catch like that, I know he's the fullback, but he sure is big enough to be an offensive lineman.
He weighs, 305 pounds.
That's right.
Body fat is about 0.02.
I know. It's crazy for a guy that size.
And he picks up 6 yards on 1st down on 2nd and 4. Power I formation. Quick toss to Henry. Left side, not much there. And a flag down as Henry is dropped for a loss back at the 46-yard line. Cam Hayward blew it up, but the Steelers may have been offside.
Offsides, and whoever that outside rusher was on the right side of the defense.
Offside. Defense number 51. 5-yard penalty does result in a 1st down.
So Nick Herbig, who was playing for the injured Alex Highsmith, commits the penalty. And penalties hurt the Ravens in the first half, but they've hurt the Steelers here in the 3rd quarter. 6:47 left to play in the 3rd quarter. 12-7, Steelers in front of the Ravens. Jerry Sandusky and Hall of Famer Rod Woodson with you from Pittsburgh. The sun has slipped back behind the clouds, but it's still a surprisingly pleasant afternoon in November in Pittsburgh. Temperatures in the 50s. Off the play fake, Lamar Jackson under pressure, hit, throws, and it is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar was the target. T.J. Watt had the pressure on Lamar Jackson, and he had to get rid of the ball. It'll be 2nd and 10.
When T.J. Watt is lined up as a rusher, you just have to pay attention to him, and you have to slide either your protection that way, or you got to put Ricard over there or a tight end over there to slow him down.
Well, the Steelers have an injured player. Joey Porter Jr. is down at the 30-yard line, and the medical team will come out and take a look. Stopping play with 6:25 left in the third quarter. But Joey Porter Jr. is an extremely talented cornerback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Son of Steeler great Joey Porter, outside linebacker. Medical team taking a look. Well, this game, as history has pretty much let you know, will be a one-score affair, as it has been the last 8 consecutive games in this rivalry. Joey Porter Jr. up on his feet and trotting to the Steeler sideline, which is a great sign.
Yeah, it looked like he twisted his ankle up a little bit on that pass breakup.
He'll go to the blue injury tent for further observation. Meanwhile, it is 2nd down and 10 for the Ravens at the Pittsburgh 36. T.J. Watt getting the crowd fired up and on its feet. James Pierre checks in at corner for the Steelers. Zay Flowers goes in motion. Lamar takes the snap in the shotgun. Blitz pressure coming. Jackson hit. Throws it incomplete. It is unfathomable how Lamar Jackson got rid of that ball after it was hit by a blitzing Deshaun Elliott. He was falling backwards. He threw the ball he had.
Luckily for the Ravens, his knee hit. He got back up. Elliott hits him, and as he's falling back, he throws the ball away. Outstanding play by Lamar Jackson. I know it was incomplete, but you could not take a sack in that moment.
Because it would take you completely out of field goal range, and luckily he had Justice Hill in the vicinity, so there was no penalty. Joey Porter Jr. has checked back in for the Steelers in the secondary. Ravens looking at a 3rd and 10. At the Pittsburgh 36, Lamar drops the throw. Has time, pumps once, now he throws. It is caught at the 39. Justice Hill to the 30. What a grab by Justice Hill to take that one off the very top of the blades of grass.
It looked like he plucked that just from the top of the ground.
And it's up to Mike Tomlin whether he's going to let that play stand or not. Now the official's saying it's incomplete.
They're saying it's incomplete.
So Booth assisted shows it was incomplete.
6:17, please.
And that means the Ravens get backed up to a much longer field goal try. This will be a 54-yard field goal attempt for Justin Tucker, who has missed from 47 and 50.
And they were going in the other direction, which is the easiest direction to kick the ball. And now they're going into the open side of it.
Nick Moore will have the snap. Jordan Stout the hold. Justin Tucker from 54 yards. Kick on the way. It has the distance. It is good. Justin Tucker from 54. And he narrows the Steelers' lead. It's Pittsburgh 12, the Ravens 10. With 6:12 left to play in the third quarter on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Want to take ESPN 630 wherever you go?
Today, Junior!
Download the newly designed ESPN 630 app from the App Store on your iPhone or the Google Play Store. Use your hands-free setting or Bluetooth connection in your car.
Sensational.
And listen to us no matter how close or far you are from DC. And don't miss a second of your favorite shows from anywhere in the world.
Oh, there it is.
ESPN 630, the sports capital. Now worldwide from your phone.
Tony here for Window Nation. According to industry experts, heating costs are going up again this winter, up to 23% depending on where you live. This November, you don't have to play defense. Flip the board and get these amazing windows at 50% off. Plus, save even more with 0% interest for 5 years. If I only could get that deal to fix the moth holes in my sweater. Get top-tier windows from Window Nation at a fraction of the cost of other big names. The sale ends November 30th, so act now. Schedule your fast in-home estimate right now at 866-90Nation or at windownation.com.
Listen to ESPN 630, the sports capital, on your Amazon Alexa. Hey, Alexa, play ESPN 630 DC. We are ESPN 630 and ESPN630DC.com.
More than 45,000 flights and 2.9 million passengers move through the national airspace system each day. And every day, aviation safety professionals represented by the National Air Traffic Controllers Association are on the job, keeping travelers safe. From taxiways to takeoff, en route to landing, NATCA members put safety first. They are the caretakers of the skies, guiding both passenger and cargo air traffic to their destinations safely and efficiently. The National Air Traffic Controllers Association, NATCA, we guide you home.
Jobs for someone with autism. Programmer. Teacher.
WIN by Autism Speaks helps businesses lead the way in inclusive hiring.
How about a healthcare worker?
To learn more, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
Justin Tucker, after missing 2 tries in the first half, hits a huge field goal attempt, a 54-yarder, and it makes it a 2-point Steeler lead. Pittsburgh 12. Ravens 10, 6:12 left to play, third quarter. And now Tucker will kick off to Cordero Patterson and Jalen Warren. Boy, that's great to see with Tucker because a game like this very likely will need Tucker to win it down the stretch.
Absolutely.
Tucker's kickoff will trickle out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Zach Orr's defense comes back on the field.
Let's see if they can keep that pressure on Russell Wilson like they had in the first half.
Steelers came into today feeling like they could have easily been 9-0, considering both of their losses this season were by a field goal. Steelers have won 4 in a row, 3 straight with Russell Wilson at quarterback. They will open up with a 6-man offensive line, along with 2 tight ends. Najee Harris alone in the backfield, Russell Wilson under center. Only 1 wide receiver. He splits to the left off the play fake. Russell Wilson will swing past to Najee Harris. He dances across the 30, stiff arms a man, and is flung out of bounds by Roquan Smith at the 34-yard line after a 4-yard gain. Roquan Smith's playing at an elevated level today.
He is. He's playing outstanding football. I mean, he's leading the team in tackles. We know that. He's flying to the football. And you need your big-time playmakers in these type of games to make big plays for you.
Now the Steelers will send 2 receivers to the right. George Pickens and Mike Williams. Give it to Najee Harris. He's got a gap. Crosses the 40-yard line. Sidesteps a man. A flag is down as Najee Harris is taken down at the 43-yard line. That's good for a first down if it stands.
It looked like it's going to be holding.
Holding. Offense number 77. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
So that's the left tackle, Broderick Jones. Check that, the right tackle, Broderick Jones.
But again, it happens. Najee Harris is back to the other side of the field, and then they throw the flag late.
It'll back the Steelers up to the Pittsburgh 23. 2nd and 16 with 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Ravens with a 4-man defensive front, 2 deep safeties, Kyle Hamilton and Ardarius Washington. Russell Wilson stands in the shotgun. Play clock at 11. Wilson taking the snap, throwing quickly, completed the 30-yard line. Pickens steps out of a tackle, crosses the 40, and is shoved out of bounds by Ardarius Washington all the way out near midfield after Brandon Stevens missed a tackle and gave up an additional 15 yards.
You run a hitch route. Brandon Stevens cannot stop his feet as he's going up to make the tackle. He stops his feet, and once you stop your feet, you're in dead waters as a defensive back.
So the Steelers get an additional 13, 14 yards on the play, and they have it 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 41. Jalen Warren now in the backfield. 4:39 to play. Quick toss to Warren. Left side, tries to cut it inside the numbers. And Kyle Van Noy is right there to bring him down after a gain of 3.
Yeah, Kyle Van Noy's had an outstanding year so far for the Baltimore Ravens defense. Getting after the quarterback, done a great job also just making tackles, disengaging from offensive linemen, and getting to those running backs.
7 sacks this season for the 11-year veteran out of BYU. Russell Wilson sets under center on 2nd down and 7. Ball on the left hash mark. Steelers moving from our right to left. Off the play fake, Wilson wants to throw. Check down pass to Jalen Warren. He's got room at the 50, and he darts his way inside the Ravens 45 to the 44. Where Trenton Simpson trips him up, but not before the Steelers move the chains.
There's multiple defensive backs. You can't come in and just throw your shoulder at receivers' legs. You got to wrap up and get them down.
So Wilson comes to the line. Sets under center. 1st and 10. Pittsburgh at the Ravens 44. Gives to Jalen Warren. Right side trying to get outside. And he does at the 40. And he's taken down at the 39-yard line by our Darius Washington. I want to go back to the defensive set, Rod. We've seen so much 3-safety look this year as we did a year ago. Not today. Today it's been Kyle Hamilton and our Darius Washington at safety. Marcus Williams has not been on the field that we have seen maybe the entire game.
He has not.
2nd and 5 for Pittsburgh. Under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Jalen Warren will carry left side. Not a whole lot of room, but all kind of penalty flags follow him to the ground at the 37-yard line. And this is going to be holding on Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think it's holding on Broderick Jones.
Holding. Offense number 77. 10-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
Third quarter of today's broadcast brought to you by Safeway. The second holding penalty on Broderick Jones. This drive will move the Steelers from a 3rd and short to a 2nd and 15 and puts the ball back in the midfield stripe.
But you know what I like when they're having a Darius Washington come in and play safety? Now you can cover in the slot with him because he is a corner, so he's comfortable in the open field against individuals.
Steelers put Najee Harris in the backfield. Russell Wilson in the shotgun on 2nd and 15. Wilson with time, going deep. Near sideline, looking for Pickens. He's got him at the 10-yard line. And he's taken out of bounds by Brandon Stevens. A perfect throw from Russell Wilson. And just like that, the Steelers are threatening to score.
Run the double move, a hitch and go. Like I said, Russell Wilson throws a really good deep ball, and you cannot play on the low hip in the National Football League. You have to play on the upfield shoulder and keep the receivers in front of you.
And Brandon Stevens just didn't make a play on the ball.
You can't make a play on the ball when you're underneath them.
From the Ravens 12, 1st and 10. Backs in the eye. Toss to Najee Harris, cuts it up. And it'll get down to about the 7-yard line, gain of 2. Broderick Washington on the stop.
And you knew somewhere along the line that they're going to take some shots down the field. And as a secondary, you got to make sure you're in a position to make plays.
A 37-yard passing play. It has the Steelers threatening. 2nd and 6 from the Ravens 8. Najee Harris alone in the backfield. He'll get the carry off left tackle. Nothing there. Roquan Smith.
Outstanding tackle by Roquan Smith.
No gain. 3rd down for Pittsburgh.
Flying in. He did a great job of going underneath the block again and still getting out there to make that tackle on Najee Harris.
Russell Wilson on 3rd down and 6. Drops the throw, fires outside the numbers, incomplete. In and out of the hands of Van Jefferson, who was well covered by Nate Wiggins on the play. And here comes Chris Boswell for his 5th field goal try of the afternoon. Well, after giving up a big gain of almost 40 yards on the pass play to George Pickens, the defense comes up with a big red zone stop and forces Chris Boswell on for his 5th field goal try of the day. Boswell. Kick is up, and it is good. So Chris Boswell connects from 27 yards, and the Steelers extend their lead to 5. 56 seconds left, third quarter. It's Pittsburgh 15, the Ravens 10 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
And now, fantasy football tips from the Maryland Lottery.
Don't be afraid to ask for advice.
Your first pick? Quarterback.
No. All the good running backs go first.
All the more reason to steal a QB.
I'm telling you, auto draft. I'm pretty sure it's how the real teams do it.
Or just change your game to Ravens Scratch-Offs. You could win up to $200,000 instantly, or great second chance prizes like season tickets for 20 years. No drafting required. Please play responsibly.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Do you want to tackle COVID this season? Step up your game and ask your pharmacist about how a non-mRNA vaccine can help. Ravens Radio is brought to you in part by Novavax, your local vaccine company and a proud partner of the Baltimore Ravens. Crab cakes, football, and updated COVID vaccines. That's what Maryland does. This season, you have a choice. Visit ChooseNovavax.com to find a vaccine near you. That's ChooseNovavax.com.
Toyota Thon is on, making now the perfect time to stop by your local Toyota dealer to check out all the great vehicles in Toyota's lineup, like the exciting new 25 Camry, stylish Corolla, or adventure-ready RAV4, all with great MPGs. Or hop in a rugged Tacoma or Tundra, ready for anything and everything you need to haul home for the holidays. Visit buyatoyota.com for local inventory, great deals, and more. But hurry, offers end December 2nd. Toyota, let's go places.
Third quarter, brought to you by Safeway.
56 seconds remaining in quarter number 3 in Pittsburgh, and the Steelers lead it by 5. Pittsburgh 15, Ravens 10. Jerry Sandusky, Hall of Famer Rod Woodson with you. Zach Orr's defense has kept the Steelers out of the end zone. It's been Chris Boswell putting all the points on the board. The Steelers kicker has hit from 32, 52, 32, 57, and 27 yards. He will kick off. Keaton Mitchell will take this one at the goal line. Brings it across the 10 in between the hash marks. Now bends to the right side, 20, 25.
Oh, he missed the
big hit.
Got tackled.
And a flag falls as he falls. Beanie Bishop had the tackle, helmet to helmet, on Keaton Mitchell. But the Ravens are going to get backed up with a holding penalty.
Yeah, I think it's on Malik Harrison.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 40, 10-yard penalty, first down.
8th penalty of the day for the Ravens. Look, you just cannot go on the road and have more penalties and more turnovers than the opponent and think you're going to win in a game like this.
I mean, you're in a hostile environment, and you already came into the league with the most penalties. And in this game, with the most penalties, and now you have 8 today and 2 turnovers. You put yourself in a hard situation to win a football game on the road.
Backs the Ravens up to their 14-yard line. Lamar will start from under center. Has Derrick Henry alone in the backfield. Fakes the jet sweep, gives it to Henry. Off left tackle. Henry pulling a tackler forward. Gets out to the 18-yard line. He'll get 4 yards on the play before Larry Ogunjobi can make the stop.
Yeah, I'm really surprised having Keaton Mitchell in. He hasn't been in the backfield yet, and try to see if he can get to the outside edge with his speed once. Because, once he gets to the edge, he can outrun most defensive backs in the National Football League unless the coaches feel that they need more time with him on the field in practice to get him in the backfield.
Former Steeler, now current Raven, Deontay Johnson checks in at wide receiver. Lamar steps back 5 yards from the center, takes the snap. Gives it to Henry, left side, the King, no room there. He is stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 6 after another Larry Ogunjobi tackle. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter, with Pittsburgh in front of the Ravens. 15-10 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Diesel owners know if you take care of your engine, it'll return the favor. Hot Shot Secret formulates additives that help you prevent problems and boost performance. Diesel Extreme cleans internal and external injector deposits, and EDT increases fuel economy by up to 7.3%. Scientifically proven by third-party testing. Add Hot Shot Secret at your next fill-up to get the most out of your diesel. Available nationwide at truck stops, farm and automotive stores, and online at hotshotsecret.com. Hot Shot Secret, powered by science.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar!
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2794. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-2794. That's 800-575-2794. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Start of the fourth quarter. Pittsburgh in front of the Ravens. 15-10. Ravens looking at a 3rd and 6 at their own 18-yard line. The Ravens will now be moving from our right to left for the remainder of this game, heading in the direction of the closed end zone, but they are a long way from that. They are operating within a house of noise. Steeler fans on their feet, waving the terrible towels. Lamar Jackson brings the Ravens to the line. He steps back into the shotgun. Has Justice Hill to his left. Flowers and Bateman split to the left. And a flag flies. They're going to back the Ravens up 5 for a false start. Zay Flowers flinched.
False start. Offense, number 4. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
3rd and 11, deep in your own territory, on the road in a rivalry game is not where you want to be to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he moved that back leg up a little bit, and they got him for that little flinch that he made.
Lamar stands in the gun on 3rd and 11, takes the snap. Pocket collapsing, he scrambles to the right, looking to extend, pumps once. Now he's in trouble, sidesteps one tackler and is forced out of bounds before he can get rid of the ball. Sacked back at the 11-yard line. Preston Smith shoved him out of bounds. And the punt team will come on as the Ravens are going to surrender serious field position on this exchange.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he should have got rid of that football as soon as he got out of the pocket. He tried to make a play, couldn't find an open receiver, kept running, and he ran right out of bounds.
Calvin Austin stands back at the 42-yard line of the Steelers. The Ravens need a huge punt by Jordan Stout here. Stout has a big leg, and he'll need it here to try to flip this field. Angles a tight spiral, backs up Austin to the 30-yard line where he fields it cleanly. Running outside the numbers at the 35, and he's buried at the 34-yard line. Great punt by Jordan Stout, and great coverage by Tylan Wallace to make the tackle as the Steelers will take possession at their 34-yard line after the Ravens had to punt the ball out of their own end zone.
Yeah, that was an outstanding punt. It's a great job of him from flipping the field. Now those defenses got to come out there. They played really good football so far in these first 3 quarters.
A 61-yard punt from Jordan Stout. One thing the Ravens defense has not done yet is force a turnover. The offense has turned it over twice. Russell Wilson will start the drive under center. Najee Harris in the backfield. Ball is at the Steeler 32. Wilson drops to throw. Wants to throw a screen. Is batted down. Terrific play by Adisa Isaac, the rookie out of Penn State who has seen very little game time action. Came off the edge and knocked down what was designed as a tight end screen.
Outstanding play by Isaac. He sees it. He doesn't jump in the air. He sees Russell Wilson throwing the football, bats it down. But the key is every first play of this second quarter, they've gone play action pass.
There's a stop and play with Roquan Smith down on his knee at the 35-yard line. He is going to have to come out for at least one play. He's now back up on his feet and walking under his own power. But because the officials stopped play, Roquan Smith has to leave for at least one play or the Ravens will be charged a timeout.
And didn't see exactly what happened.
Could not tell. He's not going to the blue injury tent. He's standing right on the sideline, so we'll see if he returns. Malik Harrison checks in for Roquan Smith. Russell Wilson from the shotgun. Inside handoff, Najee Harris. Harris is wrestled down at the 37-yard line. Nnamdi Madubuike, Tavius Robinson on the stop. It is 3rd down and 5. Ball is at the Steelers' 37-yard line. 13:55 left to play in the game. Ravens will go with 6 defensive backs. Russell Wilson empties the backfield, stands in the shotgun, takes the snap. On 3rd down, Wilson fires complete. It's going to be close and just enough for a first down. As George Pickens makes the catch at the 44-yard line, Kyle Hamilton had the tackle, but Pickens got just enough yardage and what looks like a favorable spot.
Yeah, but when it's 3rd and short, you can't give a bunch of ground when you're playing that man-to-man. Number 2 spot was the receiver. Just can't let him have that opportunity to make that move inside.
Roquan Smith remains on the sideline. 1st and 10, Steelers at the Pittsburgh 44. Russell Wilson hands it off. Jalen Warren squirts through a hole, crosses midfield, and spins down to the Ravens' 47-yard line for an 8-yard gain. Nnamdi Madubuike on the stop, but again, Steelers attacking the middle of the Ravens' defense now that Roquan Smith is on the sideline. And Smith has his helmet off on the sideline. He's not in the injury tent, but his helmet is off. Gives it to Jalen Warren off left tackle. Warren gets down to the 44-yard line. That is good for another Steeler first down. Boy, this is not the situation you want to see this defense in. The defense has played an extremely strong game today, but when you lose Roquan Smith, it's going to get a whole lot harder for this defense to stop Pittsburgh with 12:06 left to play in the game.
Yeah, they look like they're going to attack that. If they're going to keep attacking it, then Zach Orr needs to have some run blitzes called up.
Russell Wilson in the shotgun, 1st and 10 Pittsburgh. Ball at the Ravens 43. Wilson bobbles the snap, secures it, throws across the middle. He's got his tight end at the 25, inside the 20, and down to the 18-yard line. And that is Darnell Washington with his first catch of the day. And it was Malik Harrison making the tackle on a play that normally you would have Roquan Smith in on.
Yeah, Malik Harris went for the play fake. Didn't get a lot of depth on his drop, only about 8 yards, and Washington got right behind him for an easy throw and catch.
A 25-yard gain, and the Steelers are in the Old Bay red zone. 1st and 10 at the Ravens 18. Wilson hands it off. Najee Harris weaves inside the 10. He's to the 8, still on his feet, and gets all the way down to the 6-yard line before Kyle Hamilton and Kyle Van Noy can bring him down.
Yeah, On that one right there, you saw the lack of not having Roquan Smith in the game where he can shoot those gaps and make plays.
Najee Harrison stepped right out of a Malik Harrison tackle attempt. There's no doubt what Pittsburgh is doing. They're attacking the void left by the absence of Roquan Smith. First and goal, Steelers of the Ravens 6. Gives to Najee Harris. And this time he's met at the line of scrimmage by Malik Harrison, who makes the stop for no gain.
Yeah, you can see Roquan Smith sitting there on the sideline with his helmet off. So I don't know if that's a calf injury, if he's exactly what happened.
Well, the other thing that would come to mind would be concussion protocol.
But if he was in concussion protocol, he would have went to the blue tent at least.
Until we get official word, we don't know why Roquan Smith is on the sideline, but he has been for most of this drive. Second and goal, Steelers, just outside the Ravens 5. Russell Wilson brings Calvin Austin in motion. Wilson takes the snap, has time. Now he's flush in the pocket, running left, and has to throw the ball out of bounds as he is buried in the turf by Kyle Van Noy.
Yeah, outstanding job by Kyle Van Noy. Outstanding job by the back end, the secondary, not letting receivers get open.
A colossal third down coming up here. 3rd down and 5. If you can limit the Steelers to a field goal, you can still keep this as a 1-score game and an 8-point lead.
Watch the isolations, plays on the outside, especially George Pickens going to the left.
Wilson spreads out 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He stands in the shotgun. Ravens have 4 along the defensive front. Wilson takes the snap. Pocket collapsing. Wilson surrounded, spinning, hit, bounces out of a sack from Odafe Oweh, lobs to the back of the end zone, intercepted, picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Oh, what a turn of events! And credit Odafe Oweh with putting the pressure on Russell Wilson. Wilson was trying to throw the ball to his tight end, Darnell Washington. He overthrew him in the back of the end zone, and Marlon Humphrey makes the play.
13-year vet, you got to throw that ball away. But good for the Ravens that he did not.
They cannot believe it here in Pittsburgh. Ravens ball when we get back. 9:23 to play, 4th quarter. Steelers 15, Ravens 10 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
We may not have started this season on the right foot, but now we're on the rise.
He will go all the way! Touchdown, Ravens! Picked off Marlon Humphrey. Tucker's kick is up. It is good!
The uprising continues with the Eagles and our division rivals headed to Baltimore. It's time to conquer. Join us at BaltimoreRavens.com/tickets.
DraftKings has the tools to help you play within your limits. Don't budge on your budget. With the options to set time limits and deposit limits, schedule time away from play, manage your payment methods, and keep track of your recent stats, you'll have all the tools to create a winning game plan. Because when it comes to betting, it's more fun when it's for fun. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit rg.draftkings.com for more info.
At Leidos, a brilliant mind is smart, but a brilliant team is smarter. A ship that finds enemy subs is smart, but an autonomous fleet, that's smarter. Defending against cyber attacks? Smart. Stopping attacks before they start? Smarter. And using AI tools is smart, but integrating trusted mission AI into your technology is smarter. We're not just making technology solutions in national security and health. We're making smart smarter. Leidos.
This is Mark Andrews, tight end for the Baltimore Ravens. As an athlete living with type 1 diabetes, I understand that life can get busy. Your health is a priority, and we're here to help. The Ravens, GEHA, and Novo Nordisk have created the Purple Ticket to Health program to empower you to take action towards a healthier lifestyle. Take the first step by completing a short assessment and get the chance to win great Ravens prizes. Score your Purple Ticket today by visiting BaltimoreRavens.com/Purple Ticket.
Fourth quarter, brought to you by Toyota.
And is rocking now in Pittsburgh as they play Renegade with 9:23 left in the game. But the Ravens take possession, 1st and 10 at their 20. Lamar keeps on the read option. He crosses the 30, near side 40. He's all the way out to the 45-yard line. A 25-yard run to start the drive. And Lamar Jackson fooled the entire house with the read option.
And that's the value that you have with Derrick Henry. You put that ball in his belly, everybody goes there, and you forget how talented Lamar Jackson is running with the football because you've been taking care of Derrick Henry all day. Outstanding play.
Just under 9 minutes left to play. Ravens trail by 5. They have it 1st and 10 at their 45-yard line. Power I formation. Ricard in front of Henry. Off the play fake. Lamar pumps once under pressure. Throws complete to Derrick Henry. Flag is down. Henry's to the 40-yard line of the Steelers. And that's good for a 15-yard gain.
But I think there's going to be a lineman down the field, I believe.
It was a design screen. It's a good point, Rod, because Lamar had a pump and play fake.
Ineligible player downfield. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
And Keanu Benton is an injured Steeler who is down on the field. That's not a mental mistake. Look, we've been climbing on the Ravens for the penalties, but that is not a mental mistake by Tyler Linderbaum.
No.
On a screenplay, the offensive linemen are taught to count 1, 2, and then release. But because Lamar was under pressure, he had to pump the ball a couple of times, and that's why Linderbaum got downfield. Medical team out for the Steelers. We'll step aside. 8:38 to play the ball game. Steelers 15, Ravens 10 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Welcome to Pat Chat with Ravens Pro Bowler Patrick Ricard. Pat, what's the game plan this season?
Autumn Lake Healthcare.
Huh?
Autumn Lake Healthcare, with affiliated locations across Maryland, is the best zone coverage for short-term rehabilitation and long-term care.
You do realize we're talking about football.
Hey, game recognizes game.
Passion and compassion. It's what winning teams are made of. Go to autumnlakehealthcare.com to see why it's the Baltimore Ravens' choice for short-term rehabilitation and long-term care. Pat, any picks for season MVP?
Autumn Lake Healthcare.
I walked right into that.
For 20 years, the Ravens have chosen MedStar Health as their medical team, trusting us to provide winning care on and off the field. We're proud to be the team behind your team. For every training camp, every game, and every playoff run, every time. So why do the Ravens and the flock trust MedStar Health? Because after 20 years together, there's nothing we can't tackle. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
It's football season. Get in the game at Safeway all season long by participating products and receive touchdown tokens to redeem for entries into the Flock In and Win sweepstakes. You could win Ravens tickets or Ravens autographed helmets, jerseys, footballs, and more. Safeway, the official supermarket of the Baltimore Ravens. This week at Safeway, don't miss the football items of the week. Frosted Flakes, Apple Jacks, and other assorted Kellogg's cereal for $1.99 each when you buy 3 or more. Stop in and discover why football is better at Safeway, your tailgating headquarters. Hey, Ravens fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Ravens football games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Fourth quarter of today's broadcast brought to you by Toyota. Ravens looking at it 1st and 15. The penalty backs them up to their 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson shifts his receivers in tight to the tackles. He stands in the shotgun. Justice Hill to his left. Blitz pressure coming. Lamar lobs it near sideline looking for Hill. It is caught at the 35-yard line, but they're saying the Steelers took it away. Peyton, check that. Minkah Fitzpatrick had the coverage.
But if it's a tie ball at the end.
And the Steelers take it away on an interception, or is that going to be ruled a fumble recovery? A perfectly thrown ball from Lamar Jackson, dropped it right into the hands of Justice Hill.
and the ball didn't hit the ground, so it's not going to be a fumble, I don't believe.
The question is, who has control of the ball when Hill hits the ground? Hill, no, they got to challenge this. Justice Hill hits the ground, and then Peyton Wilson.
Interception. It'll be first down, Pittsburgh.
No way.
That's a close call.
Peyton Wilson takes the ball away from Justice Hill after Justice Hill's back is on the ground.
Oh,
that is close.
That is close.
But because they call it an interception, it'll be hard to overturn because it's close. Justice Hill has possession. I would challenge this. Because Justice Hill, his left.
I mean, John is right there with the ref.
His right leg is down when Peyton Wilson takes the ball away. John Harbaugh standing at the far sideline. No challenge flag thrown. And this is now a penalty flag is thrown.
Got too many guys on the field.
12 players on the field. In formation with the snap imminent. Defense. 5-yard penalty. 1st and 5.
But John called timeout on the sideline. They didn't give it to him. And then they threw the flag.
When you go back to that last play, I just can't believe that turn of events. I still think that was a play that replay would have put the ball back in the Ravens' hands. But those are the decisions you have to make on the fly. It's first down for Pittsburgh. And flags fly again before the snap.
False start. Offense number 83. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So instead of 1st and 5, it'll be back to 1st and 10 for the Steelers.
And this is a real ugly game right now. From turnovers to flags to penalties.
First and 10 Steelers, ball to Pittsburgh, 36. Russell Wilson will hand it off. Najee Harris up the middle. Malik Harrison greets him and takes him down at the 39-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 6 as we cross the 8-minute mark left in this game with the Steelers leading 15-10. It's been a crazy fourth quarter. A Russell Wilson end zone interception. And then Lamar Jackson, a perfect toss to Justice Hill. And Pittsburgh linebacker Peyton Wilson took the ball away from Justice Hill before he got to the ground. Russell Wilson on 2nd and 6 from the shotgun. Under pressure, runs to the right, throws to Najee Harris, who is taken off his feet by Nate Wiggins at the 39-yard line. He may have lost half a yard on the play.
Yeah, outstanding reaction by Nate Wiggins, and then clean it up from Marlon Humphreys and Van Noy.
Puts the Steelers in a 3rd and 7. Wilson has Najee Harris in the backfield. Ravens bring blitz pressure. Russell Wilson throws complete to his tight end, Darnell Washington, at the Ravens' 43-yard line. Darius Washington takes him off his feet, but not before the damage is done. And Darnell Washington's 2nd catch of the day is a huge one for Pittsburgh.
I don't understand why Trenton Simpson, who is the curl flat player, runs outside of the number 2 player, which is Washington, the tight end, who's running right up the seam.
1st and 10 Pittsburgh at the Ravens 44, 6:27 left to play in the game. Gives it Jalen Warren, steps out of a tackle, sweeping to the right. Gets inside the 40-yard line to the 39. He'll get about 5 on the play. Nate Wiggins on the stop.
It's a big drive for this Ravens defense. Got to find a way to make a play, get a turnover, get a sack.
Under 6 minutes to play in Pittsburgh. The Steelers lead the Ravens 15-10. The Ravens have only had the lead once in this game, late in the first half. Russell Wilson from under center. Jalen Warren alone in the backfield. Kyle Hamilton sneaks up the right side of the edge. He's coming on the blitz. Tossed to Warren, right side, and he's tracked down by Kyle Hamilton, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. And that's good for a Pittsburgh first down. All right, now clock management becomes a huge deal.
And Kyle Hamilton had to make that play. He came from the right side blitzer, and he made the play on the toss sweep to the left.
Just tremendous effort by the Ravens safety. We approach 5 minutes left in this game. Every first down now takes 2 minutes off the clock. Each team with 3 timeouts, but clock becoming an issue for the Ravens. Najee Harris back in the backfield. He'll get the carry off left tackle. Nothing there. The Ravens stack him up after a gain of 1 at the 31. Malik Harrison making the stop. Malik Harrison getting all the snaps now with Roquan Smith out with a hamstring injury for the rest of the game. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Ravens Game Day Network.
WSBN Washington, ESPN 630, the sports capital, your DC home for the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens, UVA basketball, and UVA football.
Fourth quarter of today's broadcast brought to you by Toyota. 4:15 left to play. 2nd and 9 for the Steelers at the Ravens 31. Russell Wilson in the gun. Takes the snap. Throws quickly to his receiver. Calvin Austin taken down immediately by Ardarius Washington. He may have lost a yard on the play. Back to the 32. Where Ardarius Washington.
He has played well coming in.
Lights out today.
He's played well, and he's given them a different dimension at the safety position.
He's taken all the snaps from Marcus Williams as Russell Wilson drops the throw. Going deep, left sideline, tangled up in the end zone. It is intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. Tre'Davious White with a second end zone interception of that quarter for the Ravens.
Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't
no, they're ruling it incomplete.
Incomplete.
He had his hands on the ball, but it rolled out from underneath him and hit the turf. He was tangled up with George Pickens, and he had it ever so slightly, but he could not secure it until the ball hit the turf. Oh, what a play, though, by Tre'Davious White, forcing the kicking team on.
And he stayed on top of the receiver to give it an opportunity to make a play on the ball.
2 great plays by Tre'Davious White. Now he forces the kick team on. Chris Boswell with a 50-yard attempt. He's hit 5 field goals today. Boswell, 50 yards from the right hash mark. It has the distance, and it is good. 3:35 to play in the ball game. It's the Steelers 18, the Ravens 10 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Innovation is the key to a carbon-free future, and Constellation is leading the way. We're helping businesses reduce greenhouse gas emissions, reach sustainability goals, and support a healthier environment in our communities with customized solutions using emerging technologies. Together, we'll create a cleaner, brighter future for your business. Power on, America. Learn more at constellation.com/poweron.
Do you want to tackle COVID this season? Step up your game and ask your pharmacist about how a non-mRNA vaccine can help. Ravens Radio is brought to you in part by Novavax, your local vaccine company and a proud partner of the Baltimore Ravens. Crab cakes, football, and updated COVID vaccines. That's what Maryland does. This season, you have a choice. Visit ChooseNovavax.com to find a vaccine near you. That's ChooseNovavax.com.
If you have an appetite for saving money, then you should get the ROFO Rewards app from Royal Farms. Use the ROFO Rewards app to place mobile orders for pickup or delivery and earn royalty points to redeem for free stuff. And right now, new ROFO Rewards members will get a free any-size coffee for signing up. You can download the ROFO Rewards app at the Apple App Store or Google Play today. You'll find it's a very appealing app to have. Real fresh, real fast. Royal Farms.
This is Mark Andrews, tight end for the Baltimore Ravens. As an athlete living with type 1 diabetes, I understand that life can get busy. Your health is a priority, and we're here to help. The Ravens, GEHA, and Novo Nordisk have created the Purple Ticket to Health program to empower you to take action towards a healthier lifestyle. Take the first step by completing a short assessment and get the chance to win great Ravens prizes. Score your Purple Ticket today by visiting BaltimoreRavens.com/Purple Ticket.
fourth quarter, brought to you by Toyota.
3:35 left to play in Pittsburgh. The Steelers, with 6 Chris Boswell field goals, lead it 18-10. It is still a one-score game with a touchdown on a 2-point conversion. But first, you got to get the touchdown before you worry about the conversion. The Ravens only have 1 touchdown today. That came from Derrick Henry back in the closing minutes of the first half. Chris Boswell to kick. Keaton Mitchell, Justice Hill await. Mitchell takes it at the 3. Running along the right hash mark, 15-20. Gets outside the numbers, and he's going to be wrestled out of bounds at the 25-yard line. There's a Raven injured on the play. That's Sanusi Kane, the rookie safety out of Purdue, is down on the field at the 30-yard line. So the medical team races out to take a look at him. While they do that, let's set the entire scenario for you. The Ravens trail by 8. With 3:29 left to play, you're not thinking field goal and touchdown to win. There's not enough time. You're thinking touchdown and 2-point conversion.
You're absolutely right about that. You got 3:29. You got all your timeouts. But if you score a touchdown, you have to go for the tie.
You have plenty of time with the timeouts to get a touchdown, theoretically. Realistically, you're in Pittsburgh against the Steelers defense. It's not an easy task.
And you got to know where 90's at. He will cause havoc at the end of games against quarterbacks throughout the National Football League. He's done it since he's been in the league. Finding, put somebody over there, chip him, and let the other receivers get open.
T.J. Watt has the Steelers' only sack as Sanusi Kane is helped to his feet, but will need assistance to get to the sideline. Earlier in the half, the Ravens lost Roquan Smith for the rest of the game and likely a few weeks with a hamstring injury. A hamstring injury takes several weeks to heal, so that's a staggering loss for this defense. Malik Harrison has taken over for Roquan Smith. Ravens offense breaks the huddle, comes to the line. Mark Andrews, Zay Flowers, Nelson Aguilar spread out to the left. Rashad Bateman split wide of the numbers to the right. Lamar sets in the shotgun with Justice Hill to his right. Crowd is on its feet. Terrible towels waving in the chilly November air. On 1st and 10. From the Ravens 31. Lamar Jackson under pressure, passes batted down. Cam Hayward with the penetration knocked the ball down. And that was caused as much by T.J. Watt as Cam Hayward. Watt came hard off the edge. Lamar had to step up, throw the ball early, and it was swatted back by Hayward, 2nd and 10.
But if he looks back to the left side, over the middle of the field, Mark Andrews was wide open and sitting about 5 yards down the field.
Andrews sets to the right side of the line. Zay Flowers split right. Lamar takes the snap. Steelers rush 4. Lamar steps up. Now he's got to escape. He's under pressure. Dances left, runs back to the right. Hesitation move, gets out of the numbers. Now he fires a strike that is dropped at midfield. It hit Zay Flowers right in the face.
That was the best throw of the day for Lamar Jackson. And Zay Flowers just turns his head as the ball's coming in, thinking he's going to run with it first. You got to catch the ball first before you take off.
Instead of having it first down at midfield, the Ravens now face a 3rd and 10. 19 yards shy of that at their own 31. A devastating drop for Zay Flowers. Lamar sent 3 receivers bunched to the left inside the numbers. Jackson stands in the shotgun on 3rd down and 10. He takes the snap. Steelers rush 4. Jackson's pass complete to Bateman, who splits a pair of defenders at the 41-yard line and picks up the first down.
Oh, that is a big-time play. Great catch by Bateman in traffic.
Rashad Bateman extending the drive with a great effort and quiets the crowd with 2:51 left to play. Isaiah Likely and Zay Flowers stretch out to the left. Lamar takes the snap. Steelers bring blitz pressure. Pass is complete. Isaiah Likely steps inside a tackler, crosses midfield, and is brought down by Peyton Wilson at the Pittsburgh 48-yard line. A 12-yard gain, a Ravens first down. 2:29 left to play. Clock is running. Ravens have all 3 of their timeouts. They trail by 8. Lamar takes the snap, fakes the inside handoff. He'll tuck and run. Nowhere to go. And he's wrapped up after a gain of only a yard. That was not a designed run by Lamar. He was trying to throw the ball outside the numbers, but the Steelers had it read. And so Lamar could do nothing but try to pick up a yard, which he did.
Yeah, Preston Smith did a really good job of getting out there.
And it brings us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play. Ravens trail 18-10. They're looking at a 2nd and 10 from the Steeler 47-yard line. We'll pick it up from there on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Want to take ESPN 630 wherever you go?
Today, Junior!
Download the newly designed ESPN 630 app from the App Store on your iPhone or the Google Play Store. Use your hands-free setting or Bluetooth connection in your car.
Sensational.
And listen to us no matter how close or far you are from DC. And don't miss a second of your favorite shows from anywhere in the world.
Oh, there it is.
ESPN 630, the sports capital. Now worldwide from your phone. Sports Centers all day and night on ESPN 630 are brought to you by NATCA, the National Air Traffic Controllers Association. They guide you home safely. For more info, visit them at natca.org. That's natca.org.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text TIP to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text TIP to 321-321. That's TIP to 321-321.
Did you know that when you talk, read, or sing with your child, you're helping to shape their brain? Every parent has the power to create a strong start for our children from the day they are born. Visit TalkingIsTeaching.org for free tips and ideas on how to transform everyday moments into magical moments for learning.
2 minutes left to play in Pittsburgh. Steelers 18, Ravens 10. Ravens looking at a 2nd and 10 at the Steelers 47-yard line. Lamar Jackson puts Aguilar and Bateman to the left. Andrews and Flowers split to the right. Lamar stands in the gun, takes the snap. Steelers rush forward. Lamar deep drop. Check down pass goes to Justice Hill. He darts his way to the 40-yard line, and he is corkscrewed into the turf there. It'll set up a 3rd down and 2. Clock is running at 1:47. Ravens have all 3 of their timeouts.
And they don't have to rush. They got all 3 timeouts, can use the whole field.
Have to get to the 38-yard line for a 1st down. Lamar rolls to the right. Under pressure. Lob down the sideline. It is caught by Nelson Aguilar at the 5-yard line. What a play by Nelson Aguilar. The flag is down
here.
Back at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, come on.
They're going to say illegal man downfield and negate the play.
Ineligible player downfield. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Tyler Linderbaum flagged for being downfield as Lamar was extending the play. An unbelievable catch by Nelson Aguilar at the 5-yard line. And instead of having it 1st and goal, the penalty backs the Ravens up to a 3rd and 8 at the Pittsburgh 46.
Got to make sure you know where T.J. Watt's at.
Watt is at the left defensive edge. Over top of rookie right tackle Roger Rosengard. Lamar's on a shotgun. 3 receivers bunched to the right. Inside the numbers. On 3rd down and 9. Lamar takes the snap. Under pressure. Running to the right. Hit as he throws. Complete Justice Hill has it, gets a block at the 40, down to the 30. He's to the 20 and taken out of bounds there. What a block by Mark Andrews before Patrick Queen can finally make the tackle. And the Ravens have it 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh 22.
The patience and poise of Lamar Jackson is outstanding. His vision is outstanding. Finding Hill on the left side to get to that left sideline.
1:15 left to play. They reset the play clock. The Ravens have it at the Pittsburgh 24. Lamar takes the snap. Looking left, throws complete. And that's Tylan Wallace who barrels his way forward before getting out of bounds. And they will mark him out of bounds at the 16-yard line of the Steelers. Beanie Bishop on the stop. He stops the clock with 1:11 left to play.
These games are always exciting to watch, always exciting to come up here and see. It's old school style football.
Second down and 2 for the Ravens. 1:11 left to play. Ball at the Steelers 16. Justice Hill in the backfield. Lamar off the play fake, steps up, fires to the end zone. It is caught. The one in for a touchdown. Zay Flowers, redemption. And the Ravens are a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up.
Oh, yeah. He turned around Dante Jackson, the corner for the Steelers, ran that little in cut, and now it's a dart by Lamar Jackson.
Zay Flowers had a drop at midfield, but it was all in his hands at the goal line. And the Ravens will go for 2 with 1:06 left to play. A chance to tie. Ravens sprint to the line. Lamar in the shotgun, takes the snap, and a whistle blown as the Steelers are going to take a timeout.
Prior to the ball being snapped, timeout, Pittsburgh.
Mike Tomlin,
30 seconds.
Wanted to see what personnel and what play the Ravens had in mind. And the personnel was big body. The play was quarterback power.
Yeah. And I would think that they're going to get out of that look, go to something else.
All right, Rod, play offensive coordinator for a minute. What are you calling?
You're having some type of option for Lamar Jackson so he can throw or pass, maybe get him out of the pocket a little bit, but you want to have him have that opportunity to make some plays with his arm or his feet.
It's Justice Hill in the backfield. Lamar in the shotgun. Aguilar, Likely, Wallace, bunched tight to the left side of the line. Lamar takes the snap, running to the left. There's a crowd of Steelers. He fakes one. He can't get the ball out of his hands. He lobs it in the air, and it will fall incomplete. The 2-point conversion, no good.
You just lined up in that formation the opposite way. You come back to the left side this time and run basically the same play you're going to run before.
They tried to draw the Steelers' attention to the right by bringing Tylan Wallace in motion. Steelers didn't bite, and Lamar had nowhere to go as he was being pushed out of bounds. He just lobbed the ball up in the air, and it fell incomplete. And with 1:06 left to play now, the Ravens' only hope is forcing a turnover.
Do you kick it deep and?
Well, I think you tried the onside kick. I think you tried the onside kick.
Try the onside kick with the 3 timeouts?
Yeah, I think you have to because you can stop the clock 3 times.
But if you onside kick it, don't get it, they're in scoring position.
Well, we've already seen Chris Boswell's leg on display with 6 field goals.
Yeah.
If you do onside kick it, you have to announce your intention.
Yes, you do.
So the Steelers can put their hands team out.
And it doesn't look like they're going to onside kick.
The Ravens are going to kick it.
And they got 3 timeouts, so they can't get a first down.
So they're going to trust the defense to try to get the ball back to Lamar Jackson and see if he can't set up a winning field goal try. You're down to the short strokes of hope here. But because you do have all three of your timeouts, the Steelers can't just take a snap and take a knee. The Ravens can stop the clock 3 times and, in theory, force a punt. But to Rod's point, you cannot surrender a first down. If you do that, it's over. So the Ravens opting not to attempt the onside kick. Justin Tucker will kick it off. And he booms that one out of the end zone for a touchback. So Russell Wilson and the Steelers will have the ball with 1:06 left to play in the game. Pittsburgh leading 18-16 after the failed 2-point conversion try by the Ravens.
And if the Ravens had only 2 timeouts, John Harbaugh would have went for the onside kick because they had to get it back because they couldn't stop the clock 3 times.
So the Steelers will bring in a 6th offensive lineman. You know that Russell Wilson's, I shouldn't say no, but you would think he's not throwing the ball because he doesn't want to stop the clock with an incompletion. He has Najee Harris in the backfield. And 6 offensive linemen up front. Wilson will hand to Najee Harris, right side, taken down immediately by Malik Harrison after a gain of only 1. The Ravens will stop the clock with their first timeout. With 1:02 remaining.
Baltimore. 30 seconds.
Yeah, it looked like Najee Harris he kind of dove down to the ground, not to take the hit, and they called the timeout really quick. But they also know that the Ravens, if he is standing up, they're going to try to strip the football.
.102 left to play. Steelers looking at a 2nd and 10. Ball is at the Pittsburgh 30. Steelers moving from our left to right. Pittsburgh brings in backup quarterback Justin Fields. Fields will run, sprints to the left, gets around the edge, slides down, shy of the first down at the 39-yard line. John Harbaugh calls another timeout, stopping the clock with 55 seconds left. Justin Fields had a first down if he was willing to take a hit. Instead, he slid down a yard too soon.
I'm just the rule in the National Football League is where the quarterback gives himself up.
Baltimore, they're second. Please set the game clock to 57 seconds. 57, please.
Is where the play should be spotted, and it was a yard back. Is when he first gave himself up. I guess that rule doesn't apply anymore. And
twice today, it hasn't seemed to apply to the Steelers.
74 is reporting eligible. 74.
Again, the Steelers going with the 6th offensive lineman. It is 3rd down and 1 at the Pittsburgh 39. This is a game. If the Steelers get a first down, it's over. If the Ravens get a stop, they still have some hope. They'll be out of timeouts, but they'll have a chance. It's Russell Wilson back at quarterback, and now Mike Tomlin will take a timeout.
Timeout. Pittsburgh. 30 seconds. They're second.
Both coaching staffs trying to think of everything possible in the way of execution here because there is so much on the line. This is way beyond just rivalry and dislike. This is first place in the AFC North at Week 11. A Steeler win gives them a commanding lead in the division. A Ravens win gives them first place in the division. And it comes down to this.
And they can't listen to the hard count. Talking about the defensive line for the Ravens. They got to stay on sides, and they got to get penetration from the inside out.
Justin Fields is back at quarterback. He stands in the shotgun. Hands it to Najee Harris, and Harris pushes the pile forward. We'll see where they spot him. See where they spot him.
They gave it to him.
John Harbaugh is calling his final timeout. And it is a Steeler first down. And that does it. Ravens have used their final timeout. So the math works against them. Steelers will improve to 8-2. Ravens will fall to 7-4.
Why is Marlon Humphreys running into the locker room?
Please set the game clock to 54 seconds, 5-4.
Steelers will have a commanding 2-game lead in the AFC North and a head-to-head advantage over the Ravens. Of course, the Ravens will see the Steelers in Week 17 in Baltimore. The Ravens also lose inside linebacker Roquan Smith today to a hamstring injury. We don't know how severe. Russell Wilson takes a snap and takes a knee. He'll have to do that one more time. And for a 9th consecutive time in this series, the Steelers and Ravens will see the outcome settled by a 1 score or less. The difference today, a 2-point conversion miss for the Ravens. To go along with 2 missed Justin Tucker field goals in the first half. Pittsburgh will win for the 8th time in the last 9 meetings between these two teams. Russell Wilson takes the final snap, and that'll do it. Our final score in Pittsburgh, Steelers 18, Ravens 16. Everything you would expect from this rivalry, hard-hitting, intensity. Unfortunately, it ends with tremendous disappointment.
You can't come here, have more turnovers, more penalties, and think you're going to win in a hostile environment with a really good football team. It's just not going to happen. It's hard to do. It's hard to beat any team in the National Football League, let alone having those mistakes on the road.
And for Lamar Jackson, more disappointment as he goes to one more game against the Steelers where it does not go his way. His lifetime quarterback rating against Pittsburgh, 66.2. His quarterback rating today, 66.1. There's just something about this Steelers rivalry. Once again, our final score this afternoon, Pittsburgh 18, Ravens 16 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Listen to